All right, so welcome. This is round 7 of the Southern Conference of the 3x3.EXE Premier Competition here. It's a fantastic day for basketball inside. It was beautiful weather in the morning. We may get snow here, and what better day sort of weather to play basketball inside where you're well out of the elements than what we're in right here. So we're in for a fantastic round of games here as we try to work out which of the teams which will qualify for Japan. I'm your host, James Listman. I'll be taking you through roughly 2 hours of basketball tonight, and we'll have a look at the points table now. So up the top, you can see UC Maroon. They're on 550. Even if they go absolutely terrible tonight and the final round of games next weekend, the minimum that they can finish on is 640. So they're safe through. They need to start finding their passports, working out who the 4 players are that will be going. Then it gets interesting. Rams.exe on 480, Gators.exe on 430. So Rams, they come last and last. They'll finish on 570 points, while Gators' 2 wins will see them finish on 630 and moving into second place, but not able to catch UC Maroon. So that's pretty much what the battle is. And then we've got the 3 teams below them. No one's above 365. They cannot qualify no matter what here. But you never know, a wild card berth may be up for grabs. So we've got about 2 hours to go here. We look at the polls tonight. Crossover.exe, UC Maroon and Whananui in one. Gators.exe, Rams.exe and UC Gold in the second one. And first game up is a massive one. Gators.Rams up first. That will play a huge part in deciding who qualifies. So 2 hours of basketball to go. Sit back, enjoy the night, and I'll be with it for you the whole way through. All right, so welcome here to live action, everybody. You can see the 2 teams that we have up here warming up. Rams.exe in the red and Gators.exe in the white. So team lists for the Rams first, Josh.
Yep, so second place Rams, we have Caleb Chamberlain, number 9, Noah Price, number 3, Simon Lafaeli Jr., number 5, and Tane Lavery, number 20.
Yeah, and then for Gators.exe, we can see Josh Nickel there, 12. Number 0, Amosa Faitawa Nanai. 5, Matt Mashevsky. And number 10, Joseph Nottenbelt. So obviously a massive, massive game here.
Yep.
A win here doesn't guarantee you're going to be in the semi-finals, but it pretty much does. But Gators really wants to get a win there, try and hold Rams to as few points as they possibly can.
Yep.
And obviously Rams, you've talked to them hey, this is a massive game if we can get a win here.
Oh, yeah, we just had a quick chat. We want to avoid, ideally you would think that these 2 teams will make the semi-final.
Yeah.
But, nothing's guaranteed. But if they do lose this, then it's almost a semi-final matchup with UC Maroon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. As we see Simon Lafaeli, he's getting ready for
Yep.
highlights, and we haven't even started the games yet.
No. So, yeah, well, we want to talk about the standings?
We've gone through that just in the pre-game thing. Right. But, yeah, there's basically UC Maroon is through. So These are the 2 teams literally battling it out for the second spot. Rams.exe what have they got?
480. 480.
So a 50-point
gap
advantage over the 2. So we can, as we go through the night, we'll sort of keep you up to date with how those things are going here. But, expect this, normally we've sort of the first game is kind of eased into the competition.
Yep.
Both these teams know exactly what's at stake here, so I think this one will be one of the highest intensity round games that we've had to begin with.
And it's going to be interesting, we've got a contrast of styles.
Yep.
Obviously with Gators, the smaller of the 2 teams, but, they really work hard and hustle with Faitaranai and Joseph Nottenbelt. Those 2 just really get after it.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, and then Lincoln has sort of 3 pretty interchangeable pieces. Obviously, Simon's really good inside the post. The other guys are a bit more perimeter-oriented.
Yeah.
And Tane is, there is no one else like him.
And, last week 2 weeks ago, they really missed his dynamic play and his ability to create not just for himself but for others as well.
Yeah. So your pick here, I'm assuming you're going for Rams.
Yeah, I'll be a little bit biased and go for Rams.
Sure. Well, interest of competition. I mean, obviously.
But, I'm not going to count out Gators, though. They are very talented. If Machevsky gets hot, if Amasa gets hot,
There's an interesting start off. Simon, no time off the shot clock, and we've decided the setup's actually the best here. That's more like what we expect to see. You can see the score down there on the screen as you're watching this live, and probably, as David Huxford from BBNZ said, the world's biggest shot clock you can see behind, so we don't have to call it out as much now. So
Is Lavery straight to the bucket, so...
And that's the creation that I'm talking about, ability to finish with both hands. And, you know, defensively, I think this is one of their better lineups.
Yeah, no, they're really good. There's Simon inside-outside from Chamberlain to him. That one's no good. Nottingham not able to hang on to it, and Lavery just picks up the loose ball. Easy bucket there, 3-0 now for the Rams. And Matt Mashevsky fumbles there, 5 on the clock. Good defense from Lavery. And forced into a pretty tough shot, so things not going Gators' way. Would you be tempted to take a timeout this early on, like only a minute into it?
It really depends on how far you get back. You know, if Tane hit that, you might think about it. But, you know, they just have to get into a flow. The first game is always the hardest.
Yeah.
You know, once you're into it, then it gets a lot better. But, you know, as Josh hits that 2-pointer.
Yeah,
there.
no, it was a big hit. Like, almost felt like Gators is like, you know, the normal way the Knights have gone. Like, we start off slow, you know, relatively slow, all the teams, and then really get into it. Whereas Rams have been like, this is basically you know, we win this, and it's really, really close to booking our flights 100% this way.
And then we have our first subs. Faitata now comes in for Nottingham and Noah Price. That's tough when you bring in a 6'7" athletic guy that can shoot twos and get to the rim.
Yeah. Look, like no one from Rams.EXE is lined up inside. Makes the free throw anyway. It doesn't matter. But there's just a mind games, or what's the?
You know, it's a little bit of mind games.
Yeah.
You know, just to see how it is.
Yeah. So 5-2. I think Faitawan and I like. You know, I mean, obviously Gators don't have a coach here as well. Like, I think he'd almost be the ideal person to start off the game, and just to get that sort of tempo that you want and the effort there. Like, you know that he's going to give 100. Joseph as well, and then, you know, Matt and Josh Nickel will sort of lift their level to match the other two guys. And Nottingham gets denied there. He got Lavery to jump, but timing was perfect. Lavery able to locate the ball and just deny him there. 5.4 on the shot clock.
Great defense, you know. Way to not foul.
That's
deep.
That is massively deep. And does get saved. Great job there from Nickel. Faitawan and I finds Joseph. And here we go. A bit more tempo and movement from Gators.
Yeah, but that's all they live around, right? The tempo and movement is Gators' game. They have to play at a high speed, tire teams out.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But, you know, we know that the Lincoln University Scholarship Program, the fitness that these guys do, like all these guys are on it. Chamberlain, he's doing all the training as well with the guys. So this is probably the one team where you don't have a fitness advantage. Great dump off there as Lafaeli finishes around the rim inside.
And there's the stuff that they missed last time, right? The creation of getting his own shot and then creating for others. You know, his ability to get in the air and find guys is.
And I've seen some of his like the numbers he's putting up in terms of physical activity on a basketball game. Like Lavery is just on another level from other guys.
Yeah. So we're kind of lucky. We have a GPS tracking system, and he racks up about 5 to 6 kilometers a game and 8 in training. So
there's obviously something wrong with the shot clock there. Rams.EXE just had that, but only 2 seconds. I mean, it's been stuck on 2 seconds.
Yeah. They must have.
There we go. It is on 12 now. So Noah Price at the line shooting 1. And bounces this one in. 9-4. Mashevsky here. The quick jab go out to Nottingham. You'd ideally want that situation reversed if you were Gators.
Yeah. Joseph not known for his 2-point shooting ability, but...
Look at that. Like, over the shoulder, just drop off pass perfectly to Noah Price slashing to the bucket. Easy finish there, and this ball is saved by Nottingham. 4 seconds on the clock. Mashevsky, the rip, left-hand drive, good finish there. But Rams, like, really looking good. Like, as soon as there's a score, straight into sort of attacking and see if they can do something with it. And the referee's done it. I mean, we've had 2 fouls called, but as we said last round that we had, no one's going to complain. Well, you're not going to have as many complaints about the non-fouls that were missed. No. It's the ones where you call them and people don't think they're... Is that?
Oh, that's big.
That is deep there.
They really needed that one. Rams did a great job defensively there.
Lavery, he was hoping for something there. Mashevsky's open for this one. Drops that one down. So all of a sudden, 1 point game.
See, you can't fall asleep on the 2-point shooters, you know. I think Rams just need to settle down and just go back with what they're good at, attacking the rim. Just as we speak, Noah Price.
Yeah, he got Mashevsky on his back. Yeah, that's a good call from referee Marty Davison there. Never had a chance to cleanly get the ball after the finish, so it's white ball up the top with the check. And Price, good job defensively there. Mashevsky was hoping for the foul there. Here we go, Lafayette. Good find there, Chamberlain. Just slides through the defense, finishes at the rim there.
Great cut there by Caleb.
Yeah, that was, I was like, I thought this is going to be just return to sender out the side there, but Nickel, great job to finish around there as Lafayette finishes the other way. So 3-point game here, good find inside. Whaitawan and I, great job to stay there, but just when you're giving up almost probably half a foot there, and
you know, he's working hard.
That's just, there's not much you can do though when Lafayette is that close to the rim.
You just got to hopefully not give away the foul, right?
Exactly, yeah. So the difference in this game is basically when Gators is, well, the thing that's keeping them in is they've hit some 2-point buckets. Round.7 haven't, but they've been able to score most of their possessions. They just haven't been able to get the 2-point buckets in.
They've got at the rim, like you see there.
There's another one there.
Yeah.
So 15-11, like it's not often that you see a team up by 4 points and they haven't hit. I don't think they've hit a single 2-point bucket.
No, they haven't. Great defense, but that's tough.
That just about went in. Whaitawan and I saves that one. Mashevsky, the right-handed finger roll there.
But that's the hustle, right? That Amasa brings to the team. You know, those second positions, and there you go.
And that's what Mashevsky brings to the team, isn't it? Those twos that just have a slither of daylight there. He can go up and finish. Lavery momentarily loses the handle, but that sets him up perfectly for a 2. No good there. Nottingham out to Mashevsky. Bit of contact there. But actually, I don't even know the rule. Like, once the ball's left your hand, is it still the same shooting foul thing as 5-on-5?
It's just, the injury. I think it's up to the ref, right?
Well, everything is.
Yeah.
We have a timeout taken here. Now, that's something I guess I need to learn about later on. I wouldn't be surprised to find that once you've let the ball go, you're not eligible for the normal protection that you would have in 5-on-5.
It's so interesting when you look at this game. Rams have dominated, but it's the 2-point shooting.
Yeah, it is.
Gators that have just kept them, within
they've
striking distance.
3 or 4, haven't they?
And Josh Nickel hit those 2 real.
That's right. Yeah, so they've had at least 4. Mashevsky's had 2 that I can remember.
Yeah. So it is interesting, like if you were to look at stats, dominated points in, you'd give it to Rams, but Gators just one of those teams that know how to stick around. Yeah, so
we'll try and get our levels sorted, so making it a bit easier for everyone to hear. So Gators down 1 here, 14-15. Yeah, and it was just double checking what had happened. It was a kick ball, so 12 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
So Gators a chance to take the lead here. First chance since it was 0-0 in the game, and they're not going to do it.
No, just bad execution there. Maybe.
And Rams, actually, look at that. Lafayette up super high, but Nickel, great job boxing him out, able to come down, get the ball there.
It's just that extra length that the Rams have, right? Makes it so difficult to shoot the ball. That's tough.
That is, and that is an air ball there. So Price picks it up. He's backing in. Got to be careful of the 3-second count. Scoops it up. No good. Nottingham, good defense here. He kicks it out immediately. And then finds Nottingham. Great pass inside. Nickel finishes out. It does. So 3 minutes to go here. Tie game. Lavery's probably thinking, I want to go on, but Chamberlain's like, don't worry about this. I've got it, guys.
I've got us. That's a big hit in the contents of the game. That's their first 2-pointer,
Whaitawan and I deep and an air ball. So Lavery.
You just notice the length of just pushing them out beyond the blue line to shoot 2-pointers, right?
Yeah, no, it's not easy to shoot from that far. I mean, even if you practice it, the closer you get, the less accurate you have to be to make it go in.
So
Says Lavery around. That's Steve Nashish there.
The old probe. We call it the probe in the Poakai.
Right.
With Tully.
Yep.
So she likes a good probe. That's good defense, good tough finish.
Yeah, Nickel lost his Chopat strap there.
So I think the score is...
Oh my gosh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Yeah, all Nickel can do is be like, you definitely got me there. Like I was spinning the wrong way, had no idea where you were, and then fouled you, and then you made it.
Yep.
You deserve that one, young man.
Josh is like, I didn't foul, but, I was in the way. So I'm taking we'll see that on the highlight.
I think we will. Like that's the sort of thing that Lavery could do.
Yeah.
Can do. There was a timeout there, so normally we would have the time counting down. But it felt like faster than 30 seconds.
It did.
Score is 19-16 here though. Lavery makes it 20-16. And now I think we'll pretty exclusively see 2-point buckets. Yeah. Nickel was looking to flare there for Nottingbelt. He takes the spin around jumper, bounces, drops it in, so they need to get a stop here.
Yeah, they just need... you'd think it would be at the rim. Oh,
and it was smart there. Like Lavery, stay focused on the plays. Like, well, I might have got fouled. I definitely lost the ball. I'm just going to save it, knock it back in.
But those are the things, though, right, in 3x3 that you have to be aware of. You're not going to get the foul call. You just have to keep playing to the whistle.
No, exactly. And 3 fouls to 0 is about the number that should be in there. There might have been that one on the 2-point shot where there was contact, but after the ball had left. But no, I think there was an extremely well refereed game by Marty Davison and Jaden.
And I think I'm subbing out for Maya.
Yes, Maya Williamson is going to join us in the commentary box here.
I'll be back, not like I was last time.
Yeah, we just left said sub out for a game and then never came back. So next game coming up here, we have Crossover.EXE in the white. They're going up against UC Maroon. So Crossover.EXE's team, we've got Bradley Murray McGregor, number 30, Connor O'Toole, number 12, his twin brother, Ethan O'Toole, 33, and then Peter Pitts-Brown, number 10. And then for UC Maroon, Chris Tupaia, number 6, Junior DeYoung, 14, Sam Riley, 23, and Aiden Tonge, number 13. Aiden, obviously no more Canterbury Rams games, Maya.
Yes, touchy subject.
Well,
close game last night.
I don't know. It depends if you're a fan or friends with Mick Downey, you can feel pretty happy for him. But it was just a shame that it was the Hawks and Rams basically had to decide between the two.
It was.
There we go.
Bit of a grudge match,
yes,
probably, but it was a good one.
It was super exciting.
I was on the edge of my seat, definitely.
I was like, it was tied. 24 point something seconds. I was like, this is exactly what the Rams want. Final shot. It's going to be a 3. And it seemed like they forgot because they kept driving him, but then they're like, oh no, we do need a 3 here.
They had to win by 3, is that right?
That's right, to guarantee. Anyway here, UC Maroon, so they'll obviously want to win and say, yeah, we deserve the number 1 seed from the Southern Conference, possibly from New Zealand, depending on how they get set up. So, but I think the primary thing for them will be, just to run through these sets and make sure everyone's healthy and just feel like they're playing at a high level.
Yeah.
Crossover.EXE, not so much for this year, but we'll be saying, hey, we deserve to be back next year, and especially going against the teams that have got pretty good continuity, knowing that they can be a team that teams struggle against next year.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously playing such an experienced team is always good for you to develop both offensively and defensively.
Anyway, UC Maroon on 0 here. They've had a few games where they start slowly as Tupaia sends that one back. Murray McGregor, that one misses, and offensive rebound. So yeah, not pretty basketball, but it still counts as a point on the scoreboard.
We'll take it.
DeYoung, and that's just who shoots faster, you or him, when you catch the ball.
Oh, I don't know. I think it'd be pretty close.
Yeah, yours is out of necessity, right?
Yeah, if I shoot any later, it's going to get swallowed out the gym. So nice spin move.
It was good pick up there from. I need to learn which O'Toole's which, but great recognition there that Tonge was going to come open to the rim. Here he is, just a little bit long there.
A little bit
on that one, and good switch. The defense is doing pretty well for them. Murray McGregor just doesn't have quite the mass to be able to battle with Tonge as he gets that board and puts it in.
I don't think a lot of people in this gym quite have the mass to match Aiden.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to be like, yeah, I'll take him, and then thinking there we see Connor O'Toole gets a tip and layup. Yeah, do you want to start off on him at the beginning and then switch out when there's a screen? But if he just backs you down, you've got to own it.
It's pretty tough regardless.
And shot clock violation there. So good hustling defense from Crossover.EXE. And Sam Riley comes in for Tonge, and Pitts Brown comes in for Bradley Murray McGregor.
He was a good piece for them a few weeks ago. He seemed to be their main scoring option. So I'm sure we'll see quite a lot of action from him.
Yeah, someone who had a good level of sort of physicality and I guess just trying super hard the whole way, giving everything he possibly had, effort levels. Here he is. He was open, does turn, shoots that one just off to the left, and Tapia picks up the rebound and just dribbles around.
Right back.
Yeah. And Sam Riley comes up about 5 steps there.
He's coming to say hi.
He is. It's a bit different. Normally you'd expect him to go just flying out of bounds. But
yeah. He was a bit more controlled
He
this
was
time.
that time.
Typical Sam Riley, though. Such a passionate player. Definitely leaves everything out there.
Then we have Connor O'Toole making that nice little bank shot there. Tonge, quick drive there, finishes with the reverse layup. And this game has a nice tempo here.
Nice step back. No good, though.
Yeah, I think just that Riley did react to it pretty well, put his hand up and just made that a pretty tough shot after the step back.
He may have been a little bit off balance as well. Those step backs are definitely always hard to make when you're not balanced enough.
And there's the pinch post flare screen to Pye, just dribbles in.
Bullies his way in, really.
He does. And Tonge, like, the box out needs to happen almost before the shot goes up from somebody else. Like, if you're that close, it doesn't matter if you put the effort in because he's going to be there.
That's
there we go.
Back down, right?
That is. We've finally seen one called.
Yeah, we didn't see that last week at all, did we?
No, all of the teams I think are pretty aware of it. I think
about it, yeah.
O'Toole there just forgot, like. And yeah, it is only obviously with the live dribble there, and yeah, if you do a full 360 and continue backing down, I guess you're allowed to keep going. That'll reset the count. So 5-3, Sam Riley. He's hit a couple of twos in other games. No good on that one there, though.
Pretty low-scoring game so far.
It is, yeah.
Both
3.5
teams.
minutes to go, and we've had 8 points total between the two teams.
Just struggling a bit to really get anything going.
And there's probably an illustration of it, right? Like,
yeah.
6 people inside the paint had a chance kind of to go up with something. The ball just squirts out of bounds.
Have we even seen a successful 2-point shot yet? I'm not sure we have.
No, not in this game, I don't think. We've seen a few tip and layups, though. Tapia, no good there. Battles for it. Almost roll reversal as Tonge gets the tip out layup. The tip out rebound, sorry. Murray McGregor probably should have had the rebound there. He's lucky that UC Maroon didn't score off that. And smart play there. Tonge just lets him have it rather than giving up the foul.
I thought he was going to dunk that off the...
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go for the LeBron James kind of alley-oop dunk off that.
And Tonge just gets his legs taken out underneath. That basket will count, so it ties the game up, and he'll go to the line to shoot one. DeYoung was just seeing if he could start on the low block on the free throw initially.
See if they didn't notice.
So Tonge there, 7-4 the score now.
Extending the lead a little bit.
And good job just to regather that from Connor O'Toole there.
Sam Riley just looks, I'm going to go one-on-one. But defense was even better.
Was Pitts Brown. He would have shot that one last week. Spins, he's in trouble here. Sorry, finds Murray McGregor cutting through. Good decision to shoot, but UC Maroon Tonge, he had a couple last round as well. And that one's too long. Riley with the offensive rebound here.
Put a few O boards.
The count starts. But when he's that close, there's not much you can do about it.
There was no doubt that he was going to finish that.
And out of bounds there.
That was great on-ball defense.
That was Riley. You could see his face like looking like, I didn't foul him, and then realising, actually, it is just an out of bounds. So Tapia up the top here. DeYoung pinch post the flare out to Tapia.
Great one-on-one player. He pretty much gets to the rim whenever he wants, really.
Yeah, he's like nice and balanced once he gets that close and, doesn't decide to shoot super quick. He's just
absolutely.
like, waits to see where you are and then it's like, well, this is the best sort of finish to use in this situation.
Having such a strong team, he knows he can kick out as well. He's got options from beyond the 3-point line. The 2-point line, sorry.
Riley, great spin there and finish. 10-5 the score now.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit of momentum, finding their feet.
You can hear Junior DeYoung as Tapia says,
goodness.
Not today.
Not in my house.
And 2.7 seconds there. Murray McGregor had the step initially, but Tapia just from behind sent that one out flying.
There's no celebration of that in here at all. I was expecting more of a ruck up from that one.
Well, I think he was like, well, they could still score. There's 2.7 left.
Yeah, job's not quite done.
Exactly, but I enjoyed that one. That was pretty well done.
Yeah, I'll probably go home and rewatch that.
So here we go. Check up top. DeYoung to Tapia. And looks for the slip. Good defense there from O'Toole. He steps out, shoots the two, and I was going to say, that looks like it's perfectly online, and it was.
Right in Aiden's mouth as well. He didn't like that very
exactly.
much.
I was like, so where do you go when you're Aiden Tonge and, I just got scored on? You go to the rim.
Left-hand drive all day.
O'Toole.
Great wall up inside. Chris was looking for another one.
Yeah, he did his job to make that super hard, though. Here's Tonge. DeYoung. Contact there, and they get the rebound. That'll go down as a block, if anyone did do official stats. Another turnover. Both teams having a little bit of trouble trying to hit the roller or diver, just squeezing those passes through.
I think it's becoming more and more anticipated, especially with UC. And Aiden always rolling to the rim. They're always looking for that roller, so crossover.exe definitely anticipating that a lot more than usual.
So a timeout taken here by crossover.exe. They're down by 6 points. Haven't been playing bad, to be honest.
No,
they just
for sure,
haven't really had an answer when Tapia or Tonge have got all the way to the rim and they've just been able to finish there.
Well, at that point, it's less about, skill or anything like that. It's simply about your size. And honestly, there's nothing you can really do about it in that situation.
But there's only 3.5 minutes to go. They're down 6. They could be talking here actually, we're going to foul them when we just know we can't stop them because they're getting too close.
Yeah.
And, just saying, look, take our chances with that. Make them reset.
Make sure they don't make it.
Exactly, yeah.
That's always the worst. Definitely needing some twos now as well. They haven't had much luck, but...
Yeah, they had that one from O'Toole in the opposite corner.
Yeah.
Strong drive there. Riley able to hold his ground, just push him off right at the finish, and that was enough to make him miss. Here's Tonge, sets and he fires. He won't be too unhappy with that as crossover, him shooting from out there rather than inside.
Yeah, definitely.
There's Ethan O'Toole. So both O'Tooles have hit a 2 now, 4-point game. Tapia, step back. He shoots it. Bit long. Riley just gets in easily.
Crew, very easy.
And Tapia, great job going
defense.
back. He finds Tonge inside.
That was a lovely pass.
So that momentum that was crossover's way got taken straight back from UC, but here's an answer.
Trying to keep them in the game. Love it.
Yeah, Ethan O'Toole, his second 2 of the game now. Riley loses it out to Tonge. 3 on the clock. Good, strong defense there. Forces the airball. So 4-point game, 2.5 to go. The physicality has stepped up here from crossover. And a couple of 2s have been the things which have helped them especially.
Yeah, definitely. And, you're happy with Tonge shooting a 3 and then a contested falling away mid-range shot. That's definitely where you want him rather than inside.
There you go, Tapia drives. That's a tough shot there. And good job from Pitts Brown just to hold Riley off. Gets the rebound. And there's another one of those.
Yeah,
just the defense is not giving them up, are they?
I don't think that was ever going to reach where he wanted it to reach.
Riley, quick rip through. He's a little bit deep. Spinning, sweeping hook shot, no good there. 2 minutes now.
Yep,
and Riley.
Foul.
Yeah.
Good take foul, though. Get Tonge back on the call. I think they're going to take a timeout here. Yep. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I don't think Riley wanted to foul him initially. I think he was just going out there then realised actually he's gone the other way and I'm going to this point. And it's like, well, I might as well grab him now that I'm already out of position now.
Yeah, well, it was either that or blow by, open layup, close the gap to 3. So it probably was a smart decision.
So you can just see Marty and Jaden there pointing to the sideline. That is because their third referee, who somehow forgot that he was scheduled for this. So the good thing was, I guess he was just chilling at home thinking, oh, what should I do? Oh, no, I might watch some 3x3 on YouTube. And then was like, hang on. I think I'm actually meant to be there. So we will see Harry Apes on stream very soon. There's a great cut there. Gets fouled as he shoots. Murray McGregor will go to the line to shoot one here. So 11-15 the score here.
It's definitely doable for crossover.exe.
It is. It'll be a nice win for them to get. And
definitely, yeah.
Missed the free throw, but the tip-in goes in. So a 3-point game now. DeYoung, a little bit short on that.
They really haven't had much luck from beyond the arc
this
game. Way to follow that.
It is. Ethan O'Toole. So they're living off the offensive boards here. A bit of a surprise because you think that's sort of what UC Maroon likes to do.
Absolutely, yeah. And considering their size advantage.
So 13-16, the kick out. You can hear DeYoung now. So the intensity's stepping up. He's starting to yell at his guys where they need to be on defense. As Pitts Brown just locked out by Sam Riley.
He's been playing some awesome perimeter defense this game.
And there we go. That's what we thought might happen. Just like when you're in a bad position, the foul may go. Just make sure you don't let them get the shot up and in.
Yeah, UC obviously having an aggressive mindset now. They know their Harry Apes is giving me the approving nod. Thank you, Harry.
He's a very skilled basketball statistician and tactician.
I'm glad I got the nod of approval, though.
Yeah.
Makes me feel validated.
There he goes. O'Toole goes to the rim there. Finishes. Tonge, that spin is so fast, and he flips that up reverse style.
Such an incredible finisher.
Pitts Brown, they need this.
Yeah, they need the twos. I think it's pretty tough now for crossover.exe.
It is the final minute here. Tonge the kick out. Tapia. He makes that. Is that their first two that they've hit?
I think DeYoung hit one earlier, but they have been pretty low percentage.
Here we go. 34 seconds. So it needs to be super quick here. O'Toole knows that. Shoots it, misses. Tonge with the rebound. It's been a great battle.
I think he's going to just go downhill on this one. Great physicality, though.
As he lose passes, we'll say, the ball to Tapia.
Doesn't matter, though.
It doesn't. That is game over. 22-14 the score there. So UC Maroon took a while to warm up into it, but they did get there in the end.
That's good for crossover.exe, though, to build that confidence, knowing that they could compete with
exactly,
such a good team.
No, I think they did very well. So thank you very much for the game of commentary, Maya.
We'll love it.
Flick back to Josh, and then I'm sure we'll have you after a one-game break.
I'll be back soon.
So next game here coming up, we have UC Gold. You can see them just walking onto the court. And Round.7, who we saw earlier. So team list for UC Gold. They're a little bit off in terms of players that they have today. Only 3 here tonight. Josh, who have they got suiting up for them?
Yeah, so they got number 6, Luca Williams, our Noah lookalike. Number 13, Max Abbott, and they have Rohan Russo, number 12.
Yeah, well, just if you can pull your there a little bit closer, hopefully it's a bit louder. And then Rams.exe, we've seen them before, but number 3, Noah Price, 9, Caleb Chamberlain, 5, Simon Lafayette, and number 20, Tane Lavery. So they get a win here. Let's get a bit of paper out, seeing as we got a minute or so. So Rams.exe, if they win this game, they'll be through to the semi-finals, which is a guaranteed 60 points at least. And, well, it depends where Gators come as well. But that'll put them up to 540. Gators can get up to 600 and, they'll be 540 if they get that at the very least from this one, plus another 45, so 585. So not guaranteed if they do win this game, but they're definitely heading the right way.
I think if my math is right, and I worked it out, because I've been working it out.
Yeah, you'll be like, what about if we come second or third?
Yeah, second, third, if they win and Gators finish 4th, or they get knocked out somehow, it's pretty much a done deal, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So.
Anyway, they'll be looking for it. There we go. Highlight. That's what we like to see. So we were talking about the backdoor cuts and the passes to the cutters not being on point. All we needed was Noah Price cutting hard, Tane Lavery delivering it on point, and then we get our first dunk highlight of the night there. And then we get a turnover to follow that.
Yep. And there's our Luca Williams-Noah Price matchup.
We'll call that the mirror matchup.
Yep.
Awesome.
The one we've been looking forward to for a while.
Yeah, we get it a few times. Lavery, like, I don't know.
What can you say,
I hope we get to see that again, because he just cupped that ball, almost like Jordan in the dunk contest, but doing a layup as Chamberlain hits the deep two.
No,
it wasn't Chamberlain. So Abbott hits the deep two. Chamberlain walked off to sub after the deep two. So, yeah, the highlights have gone Rams.exe way, but it is a 2-2 game.
Yeah. You know, it is interesting the way that the game is played, you know. It's tough.
And it is like this. Lafayelle's a bit quicker than Tonge, but the similar sort of thing, like getting to the rim, and we'll just sort of wait and see what you decide to do, and then just go and finish. As that was Luca Williams, I think, hitting that one there. So UC Gold said, hey,
we're going up in what, 2?
We're going up in 2s at the start, at least. Once we get to 20, we might look for 1 then. As they get a turnover there.
Just good defense, you know. Like I think what I've seen, I've watched a little bit of the Auckland games.
Yep.
Once you get out of the charge circle, the Auckland teams force you just out. They don't let you just stroll out of the 2-point.
No, and that's something that the teams down here have been, we'll say, really nice to each other. Just like, hey, I can't play defense here immediately, but why don't you go the whole way out, clear the ball, and then we'll start after that. It's Abbott, no finish initially, no finish second time. The tertiary try does go down.
So he gets the old-fashioned 2-point play, as we call it.
Exactly. Yeah, and so he has a chance here to tie the game up 5-6 at the moment.
Yeah. Rams got to be careful, you know. They look a little bit relaxed, you know, and you don't want to be relaxing against teams like this, you know, who have talent.
Sadly, Russo just about got that. Oh, and Luca Williams was pretty lucky that it didn't go in, as that was, I think he's like, I'm going to foul. Oh, I better not. Oh, it's too late. I have fouled him, but not enough to stop him getting a shot up.
Yeah. So Gold doing it the hard way with only 3.
Yep.
Missing one of their stalwarts.
Well, yeah, Jeremy Irvine said he's shifted away from Christchurch, I think, for his university degree, but he might be back down later. But I was like, oh, why didn't you wait like until there were 2 more rounds?
Yeah, I know. Simon's hit another 2.
Yeah, but well, he's feeling pretty good. He's scored 4 of their points. Doesn't make that one there. So scored 9-6 now at the moment. Price drives based on that, gets tipped out of bounds. 5.6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, those ones are interesting because I feel like Max, you know, Luca did such a good job forcing Noah out. Max doesn't need to be standing there. Out, right? Oh, and there's Simon with his third 2-pointer.
Yeah, so he's feeling pretty happy with the shooting from the outside and then being like, oh, now I'll go inside. UC Gold just not really doing much here. Williams is forced into a tough shot and that doesn't find anything. Good call for the switch there from Russo. Chamberlain launches the 2. Drains that one as well. 13-6 the score now.
Yeah, they're doing this all with Tane sitting on the bench.
And Chamberlain, I think it was just, he did enough to sort of dissuade Williams from really getting an easy, good shot up there. Lafayette launches another one just a bit long, but bounces perfectly out to Price. Chamberlain, the quick step back, a little bit short on that one.
I think they should, you know, shoot the first one, you know.
Abbott, strong drive inside, finishes there. So he's like, well, I missed a 2. I'll go in. And straight away we get the answer, though, from Price, 15-7. So Rams feeling really good. Abbott looks for that step back. Williams, UC Gold playing with a little bit more pace now, but like in terms of their offensive movements, but it doesn't really feel like they're trying to score every single time.
No.
I mean, every time they catch the ball.
And then you see Rams, when they catch the ball, you know, they're in a scoring position, ready to go, attack the hoop, shoot a 2. They're like just discussing where the outline is.
Yes, yeah, because the court obviously isn't marked properly for 3x3, so we decided you can see the lines down here. The blue one's way too short. So the white one's a little bit too long, but that's the better of the two choices there.
It's normally around where the circle is, where you put the volleyball.
Yep.
Ooh, that's tough. Tough look. Great defense by Caleb Chamberlain.
I don't know if it does it justice from the side on camera, but he was going to his left. Williams went over and stopped there, and just a super quick step through the other way. And that's why Lavery was able to get all the way to the rim and finish so easily. Ooh. Behind the back pass, Lafayette. He's denied there by Abbott. Gets it back and then is fouled. That basket won't count.
You can, good highlights, but you got to get the rebound after the highlights.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like highlights as
like
well,
highlights, though. Yeah. Well,
someone else can get the rebound afterwards. I've done my job, stopped them from scoring.
Yeah.
And he does score eventually anyway, so 8-17 the score. Abbott outside, drives in. Good floating jump shot there, makes the bucket.
Great find by Lavery.
Lafayette, the quick spin, no good. Lavery gets the rebound there. And we're going to have a short break here as we need to get a Simon Lafayette.
Just to put the rim back up.
Yep.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Why is Simon Lafayette the one who's not fixing this? There we go. That's right. Chamberlain's, you're the one that hung on it.
There we
go.
Just need a little bit more strength just to push it up.
All right, so score is 18-9. Ball gets left behind, and then once again, it's been a theme tonight. Just those cut passes to the cutter, not quite on the defense.
No.
It's done a really good job just trailing and making sure they're still involved. Abbott, the step back, no good. Price up high. Quick outlet pass to Chamberlain. Lavery, he throws it down. As Abbott was like, I'm burned here. I'm trying to hang on and foul you.
It just shows you how athletic he is, right?
It is. That was great by the referees just to let it go. And that is game 21-10. So Rams.EXE through straight away to the semi-finals, and they've scored 42 points. So probably actually going to be third place.
Third place, yeah.
At a minimum.
Those are the things, though. You got to get as many points as possible. Like last time they didn't get average 16, and Whanganui tipped them into... Yeah,
they only had 60. Yeah, so they came fourth place last week.
Fourth place, yeah, so it was tough.
So next game here we have Whanganui.EXE is going to be in the white tops, and they're going up against UC Maroon, who are in the maroon ones. And out here, so it'll be the first game for Whanganui.EXE. Tommy Fairbrother, I'll just run through the numbers with them as well for you. So Tommy Fairbrother, he's number 10. Sam Tang is number 7. Trey Tiawa is number 3. And then Carlton Chitonga, who usually likes to let his team start off. And then while he has a little bit of a warm-up, he is scheduled down to be number 11 tonight. Then for UC Maroon, Chris Tapai is number 6. Junior DeYoung, 14. Sam Riley, 23. And Aidan Tonge, number 13. And here we are, Carlton Chitonga. So good. Both teams will have the full slate of 4 players available for them today.
I think that was, this Gators team had 3 players 2 weeks ago, didn't they?
I think so, yes. And I think Carlton came in and was like tying up his shoelaces when they were about ready to start. So was warming up on the court as the game was being played. Well, as they were getting ready to start.
They'll be thanking the Lord for the 4th player this week, I'm sure.
Yes. And great cut there. Good find from Riley. Aidan Tonge gets us underway.
Immediately another steal.
So Tonge off to the left here. Sam Tang, the Karate Kid headband.
He loves that headband, man.
I'm pretty sure my kids would love wearing them too. So
they're pretty fashionable. I can definitely say that.
Sam Riley, step back, makes that 3-0 here. So ideal start for UC Maroon. Tang looks for the answer, no good. So you pick here.
Well, in my heart, I just want to say Gators.
Yeah, I know you do, but
I think if I'm being realistic, considering how successful UC Maroon have been and their experience and their personnel, I'd say it's probably going to go their way.
Okay, right. So let's say they get to 21 points. What would be a good score for Whanganui to feel like, actually, we did pretty well in that game?
I think at least 15, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too educated on 3-on-3, obviously, but I feel like if you've scored 15 points against a strong defensive team, then you can be pretty happy with yourself.
Yeah. Riley, tough step back, just too long. Sam Riley with the rebound. Hands off to Tapia. And
Easy
just
layup.
not much resistance there. Gets the
No.
whole way. And Tiawa here, he gets the match up against Tonge and says, actually, I don't think I'll continue going to the bucket. I'll make a pass out here.
Was it a foul that they got there? Or?
Yep, it's a foul. So I think it's Whananui's ball up the top. Yeah, Chitongo.
Yeah, I think Junior DeYoung was trying to get that check, trying to sneak in.
So we are just double checking the score, I think, here.
Looking over at us for confirmation.
I don't actually know if that is right or wrong.
We've just been yarning away over here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there were any score checks last round, so and I guess because it's to the side of us, so.
Yeah, I just glance over there every now and then.
Yeah.
Oopsies. This is a duo that was going at it a
That's
bit
right,
last
yeah,
week, so I'm sure we'll see a little bit of, go ahead between them again.
I wonder if there was, an initial bit of mind games here from Chitongo just to, bounce it off Riley's foot just to see what might happen.
Riley's
like,
I've
got bigger things to worry about. I'm going to have a sub here. And Tonge, great pass over the top. I said half a foot for someone before, and I think that's about a full foot difference. Sam Tang just able to turn the corner on Tapia, who's like, I'm done here. I'm just going to wait. Hopefully we get a 2 out of this.
Great attacking mindset from DeYoung. Great finish.
Yeah, and Sam Tang got up, he did stay vertical, tried to make that as hard as possible. Didn't matter as Chitongo hits the deep too.
He struggled a little bit from beyond the arc this week, so it's good to see him getting going early.
And
a rare miss.
It is
from that close.
Especially, it was a defensive breakdown from Whanganui that saw Tonge just wide open.
On his favoured left hand also. Great shot fake.
So Sam Tang, Chris Tapia has been burned twice by him. And he's like, okay, I'll make up for it. I'll just hit this instead, shall I?
No worries.
So 8-5 the score.
Great move, Trey Tiawa, and great finish. I think they were definitely missing him last week.
And Tonge.
Making sure he made it this time.
And Chitongo no good on that one. So 6-9 the score. Tonge takes the sub here. And here we go. We get the matchup everyone loves. Although sometimes we have seen Chitongo go up against Tonge a few times as well.
Yeah, that was definitely questionable. Not sure what the plan of action was there.
I mean, you don't really have who's our ideal matchup for him? You don't have it, so you're like, okay, what should we try here?
Elite finish. That was a great finish.
Fairbrother swooping in and then causes the turnover there. Chitongo dribbles straight out. That's off left, but it bounces to Fairbrother. Tang was waiting for it. Doesn't matter. He makes the bucket anyway. So 8-9 the score here. Riley, and I think it'll stay with UC. That may be one of the ones where you caused it to go out. It did possibly a foul, but too weak to really call one in 3x3. So we'll just ignore that it came off your knee.
5-on-5 most likely, but not in this league.
And Tiawa, smart tip there to Fairbrother.
I think he was expecting that kick out, but Fairbrother just wanted to go himself.
DeYoung, good defense there. Chitongo just about got it to go, but great defense caused the miss. And DeYoung.
That's what he does.
It does. If you give him that space and he's set, it's probably going in. I don't know who I pick in a shooting contest, Mashevsky or DeYoung. DeYoung's obviously a bit bigger and stronger. Mashevsky just constant movement the whole time, whereas DeYoung, you turn your head and then he's moved, but he's ready to catch and shoot and put it up.
That'd be interesting. We might need to get that going.
Yes, yeah.
We might need to do that.
Chitongo hits a 2 there, so 11-12 the score now. Sorry, I think it'll be 11-13. Yeah, they were one behind.
Another offensive rebound, and just a bit too easy for Tonjan's side.
11-14. Chitongo's hit one. That one's just a little bit short.
He was definitely wanting to hit that in Sam's face to rub it in a bit. Yeah, and I think his anger just caused him to reach in. Bit of ill discipline there.
Or it could be just have a small bit of a break.
Yeah, he just wanted us up maybe.
Yeah. Riley, pinch post, spins, turns, hits.
Really
bucket.
good of him to recognise that mismatch with Tang, knowing that he had size over him and probably some strength. Just went downhill, got the easy bucket.
And Fairbrother, he was going in, he beat one, drew the second, and just lost the ball, unfortunately. He did.
Hate when that happens. Definitely a pet peeve.
Although, how often do you drive hard into the rim?
Not often, no. Actually, at training today, and Coach Sam Watkins was making us do finishing drills and one-on-ones.
Right.
It's my worst nightmare.
So did you come up with any finishes that are ideal for you?
I think I missed almost every layup I tried to take. I just asked if I could pull up and shoot it, but Sam said no. Yeah,
no, fair enough. You've got to. It's practice. It's not a game.
I was trying my best. I really was.
Yeah, you probably just need to draw the defense and then dish it, just like Tiawa did then. Yeah. That's probably the way to do it, and then relocate out behind the three-point line.
Yeah, and then I'm here if you need me.
Yeah. Tonj out to Tapia. Short, De Young taps it, and Tiawa says, I'm okay for us to have a small rest here.
Yeah, just need a quick breather. 3-on-3, definitely a very tiring game. At practice today, we did some 3-on-3, and I was huffing and puffing.
Yep.
It's a lot more tiring than it seems.
It is. No, when we started, year 5, 6, and year 7, 8, 3x3 basketball, there was an uneven number of teams. So me and Terry Brunel and just whoever we could find, we'd be like, okay, we'll be the team so you don't have to wait ages for another game. And, you think normal basketball, you're running, the whole length of the court, 90 feet up and down. Thus, you're not doing that, but what you forget about is there's virtually no breaks.
Exactly.
And it's you're on offense and then you're on defense immediately.
100%. And you're having to be involved. I feel like in 5-on-5 there is times where you are just taking up space and
exactly.
But 3-on-3, it's just you're constantly involved, you're constantly moving offensively, defensively.
Yeah. I mean, at most you're 2 passes away. 5-on-5, you could be the opposites,
exactly,
the opposite high guide.
Opposite,
so 3 or 4 and you're like, I'm probably not going to have to do anything here on defense.
And 3-on-3, you can't really get away with just sitting in the corner and chilling.
Riley, the handoff to Pyer all day, relatively speaking. Bounces, doesn't go in. Riley tips it out to De Young. Fakes, rips inside, just bullies Tiawa out of the way. And that's the thing where if Tiawa had set up, 3x3 is a little bit more in the defense's favour if there is offensive pushing off and things like that. As Tang had that, but Tapia tipped it, saves it,
and
gets in fantastic effort. They're only 5 on the clock, so they shoot it straight away and finish it. So
they deserve that. They 100% deserve that.
That's probably the most number of passes and saves in a single play.
I think all 3 of them had a heroic save. And that just puts the cherry on the top.
Yeah, so great finish there for UC Maroon. They will qualify number 1 from their pool with 22 points. Two games where they finished both of them with 22.
Yeah, pretty unsurprising, I'd say.
So next game coming up now. Well, thank you for that.
Yep, just going to sub out again.
I'll see if Josh can grab my drink on his way over. So I left it on the wrong side of the table for me. Thank you. So I can just hear Josh saying, how about you do this one because it's Gators. You get to talk about them. They're in the white. They're going up against UC Gold. We've seen both of these teams play before, but we'll run through the team list again. So for Gators, number 12, Josh Nickel. Number 10, Joseph Nottenbelt. Number 5, Matt Mashevsky. And number 0, Amosa Faitawananai. And then for UC Gold, number 6, Luca Williams. 13, Max Abbott. And 12, Rohan Russo.
Josh was kind enough to let me have another go, so I'm back again.
Sorry, Jaden Rosanowski's just asking us something. So the question, I guess he he's trying to check how the stats are, so just asking what game number we were up to. That was number 4, so this is number 5. And the good news for us is the order is as it was planned, so
wow, everything's going to plan.
It is going.
Players
well, the referees
have
been, the players all turned up on time.
The referees were slack ones, Team Grey. Just shout out Laurie McDaniel was watching. She sent me a nice little text saying Dream Team commentary.
Right.
Make me blush a little bit, Laurie. Me and her actually commentated.
I know, I was just thinking she's probably like, don't forget where you came from.
No, Laurie.
I was your first commentary partner, Maya.
That's the OG duo.
See, your pick here, you have to give a scoreline because I know you're going to say my head and my heart pick Gators this time.
I mean, to be fair, Gators are definitely one. They're probably top 3 in this competition. You never know what could happen, though. I mean, Max Abbott's back for UC. He's been away the last few weeks, if that's correct. So he might give them a little bit more of a push as well.
Well, the Round.7 beat Gators 21-17.
Yeah.
And then Rams beat UC Gold 21-10. So UC Gold needs to win, and they need to win by more than 7 points for them to go through.
So that might be quite difficult.
I think it might be. But
never say never.
But remember the last game how we hit all those 2s? Let's start off that way. But let's keep going the whole way.
Surely just win straight off of 2s.
And Matt Mashevsky's like, okay, I'll run off a Josh Nickel punishing screen, have as much space as I want, as much time as I want, and I'm going to drill this 2.
I think if you give Matt Mashevsky any time and space, that's definitely going in.
Yep.
I mean, it's going in with no time and a hand in his face, let alone a wide open shot.
He just hasn't. I mean, it's quite a hard bar. Like a couple of seasons ago, I think his team was down 4 points or down 3 points with 15 seconds. He hit a 2, got a steal, hit a 2, and they ended up winning. I mean, that's a pretty hard high bar to reach.
Yeah, there's only a few that could do that.
No, so it's almost disappointing when he just has a ho-hum. 4 or 5 2s, a couple of finishes at the rim. You're like, oh.
No biggie.
That was good, but not super awesome.
Not the best we've seen from Matt Mashevsky.
There's Williams, good finish inside there. It's UC Gold up 4 points to 3. Faitawa and I, that's what he does so well. No good on that one there. Abbott tries to answer, no good. Mashevsky with the rebound.
He was looking for that. Splits the defense, Josh Nickel. Good kick out.
And Faitawa and I, he was almost too fast, too open, and just blew that one.
Sometimes you're just a bit too open on those layups, I reckon. Good dish.
And Nichols like, I'm willing to take a foul just for us to get a mini rest, whether I take the sub.
And it looks like, Gold don't have a sub tonight. So that's definitely going to be pretty tough on the body.
And I can see Nottenbelt's up, was expecting someone to say, I'm coming out for you. No one did, so.
And he sat back down again.
Miss there. Russo straight to the rim. No good. Williams no good. Ball gets tipped.
Yeah, 2 easy finishes there. Just not quite made by UC Gold. Just bouncing around the rim. I've been told these rims are quite unforgiving.
Doesn't really seem it. I feel like they seem to bounce, and then there's
I've
ones
never had any problems myself.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case.
I can't
Nickel
complain.
loses his strap again. And again, throws it to the baseline. I think we'll see it back around his leg in a while.
I think that's the second game that's happened.
It is.
I don't think it's really benefiting him that much if he's constantly throwing it to the baseline. Great on-ball defense. And Monster is just amazing at defending above his size.
Yeah, well, I'd say annoying to play against because he's solid, and then he's so quick and he moves, and
Absolutely. I think he's a lot stronger than he looks as well. He doesn't look like he could push you around, but he definitely can. Especially in this game, he can offer a lot of physicality.
So Abbott hits that one there. And then we get the answer. Actually, I was wrong about the 7-point thing because Rams have won both. It is just the winner of this game will go through.
Just the win. Okay.
So the points don't matter as Abbott finishes that one, 7-6.
That makes it a lot easier for UC then.
Nottenbelt inside position, gets the board, finishes that. So 7-7 the score now.
Still 7 minutes to go, so plenty of game time left. Great defense from Joseph.
Russo
Had a pretty good look, actually.
He did. Like, they timed that perfectly. Nickel, the pass just a little bit high. Otherwise, I think he would have shot that one.
Definitely a take foul by Abbott there. Just need a little bit of a breather, I think.
Yeah, they could take their time out as well. Like, they're looking.
Yeah, I thought that's why he might do it.
Yeah.
But timeout didn't come, actually.
If I was Gators, I'd try and like just be like, okay, we're ready to go now. Let's get the check in straight away so we can keep the pressure on.
Absolutely. And if I was Gators, I'd just be running these guys off their feet. I mean, they've only got 3 guys, so you want to exhaust them as much as you can.
And Mashevsky sets. See, that doesn't look like a super unforgiving rim, does it?
That looks like a pretty nice rim to me.
Abbott, fall away, no good.
Great on-ball defense from Amosa. So quick and agile, can move his feet literally at an insane speed.
And here we go. Now we're starting to see the relocation expert, Matt Mashevsky. I think that was on his arm there.
I think Matt Mashevsky knows that as well. I think he's owning up to it there.
It's like when you see a shot, like, I don't think it even got above the height of the rim there.
I don't think, in terms of physics, I don't think that is, possible for that to happen.
So we're going to say no foul, but you get the ball back with only 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy.
And
great wall
Josef's
up from Joseph.
well, I'm not going to give you an easy shot anyway.
I think last time Josh Nickel bit on the shot fake, which created an open shot for Rohan, but Joseph just stayed walled up vertical, and that made it 10 times harder for them to get that last shot off.
And Mashevsky, he's
just doing what he does.
He's hit a couple, so you know he's going to be like, well, I can shoot this from further and further out. Abbott hits that one. And I think that was Williams actually tapped that to Mashevsky for the check.
I don't think that was quite what he intended to do. Great finish, Josh Nickel.
So 14-9 the score now. Russo drive. Good defense here from Nottingham. Physical. And Russo's like, what do I have to do to get a foul? Well, wrong game for a foul to be called in that situation. Williams, and see here, Gators starting to play defense as the ball's getting cleared.
I think things like that are a clear sign of fatigue as well, just throwing careless passes, things like that. You can clearly see that they're tired.
Williams out to Russo, drives quick.
Great finish.
That was, took a little bit of a bump from Nickel, but able to just squeeze that up and in. Cuts the deficit down to only 4 points, 14-10.
5 minutes to go. I thought we'd see a timeout by
I thought
UC
this would be when
now.
it was. Well, the thing is, you may not have too much more time to be able to call it in.
That's true, yeah. You gotta get in there quick.
Gators just a little bit confused about what they were trying to do there. Had everyone all in the same spot. And it's a reasonable play just to shoot it up, let Faitawa Knight get an offensive rebound, and then find a good look after that. 15-10, Williams. Russo, the slight lean back, hits that one. 15-12.
They're staying in it.
They are. Mashevsky. So he's missed his last 2 now after just starting out absolutely on fire. Abbott.
That's
very considered on that 2-point shot.
He's definitely going for the 2s. I don't think he wants to get in the paint. And that's a good decision. They're only down by 1 now.
Nickel throws that one ahead. Mashevsky's moved. Yeah, you could see he was just unaccounted for, but it's working for UC Gold now as they've dropped. He's missed his last 3. And now I can see Russo signaling, we need this timeout now. Or at least I need it.
I think what Mashevsky does really well is also recognises when his player has turned their back.
Yeah.
And he really capitalises on that. And Gators obviously looking for him to be a shooter.
Yeah, well, it just opens up everything else. Eventually, he hits enough of them. There's going to be 2 defenders. Just that little bit of confusion, and that can open it up for you to cut to the bucket. Or in your case, relocate somewhere else behind the 3-point.
Yeah, I'll just stay outside the arc. I don't really like to go any further in than that.
So shot clock will have 8 seconds on it here. And you just hear Marty Davison saying it's going to be goal ball. It was off White's knees. So 1-point game here. You said they'll be reasonably happy, 21-15. They should be very happy, 15-14.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what a battle there, Mashevsky, like, not giving up. Gets the tip, gets the rebound. Fakes the spin around. Makes that one 16-14 now.
I think if you know Matt Mashevsky, you know he's going left.
Yeah, I
really
think the right-hand finishes are probably single hand, not even single digits.
Yeah, so I think you do definitely want to recognise that if you are defending him.
And that was perfectly online, but about 30 centimetres too long for Faitaua and I.
Probably just adjusting from being a shooter in netball to being a shooter in basketball. I think it's a little bit different.
It is. I need to have a look and see, does he shoot the same, because netballers tend to take, like, well, you can't
only shoot.
You can't really get close.
Yeah.
You're far enough away. I can take my time. Whereas basketball, you got to know before you catch the ball that
absolutely
I can go up. As Williams, nice strong move there, finishes that. It's a 1 point game here. Gators needs to make the playoffs. Well, maybe not 100%, but as we see, still there. Russo, steal, step back, no good. Nickel, the level's picking up a bit now.
I think Gators obviously went into this game quite confident, and now I think their confidence is being a little bit rocked, so we've seen definitely a change in their mindset.
But they're no good again. Mashevsky stopped him 2 times in a row at the rim. Well, not stopped him, but he's done
helped
a good
him
job. Miss.
Held his own, yeah, and there he is.
So 19-15 the score now. UC Gold, we need to look for 2s now. Russo, a lot of contact there. So Mashevsky's the post defender, man.
Not who you'd expect, but great tip.
Yeah, that one was short, and that's all because of the defense.
He does
there.
it right back to him.
19-17. And I don't think that will be a shooting foul. I think it's going to be on the ground. Yeah, you can see Harry Apes just looking to Marty Davidson. He's like, no, that's just a normal foul. I was going to say, like, it may, I suppose you don't, if it's non-shooting, you want to do it early.
Yeah, absolutely. And he did a very good job of making sure that he didn't make anything. He couldn't even go up to the rim that he was fouled that much.
And there was great hesitation.
The infamous left-hand layup.
Yep. Well, he just froze the defender there. Williams just off a little bit. They cannot let any basket here. A 1 or a 2 will finish it.
That's a pretty tough ask.
And they get the first thing they needed. One stop there, 142.
I think Matt Mashevsky was wanting a foul call after that, but
that didn't look like a foul to me.
I think he quickly realised that it wasn't. He just wanted something to blame it on.
Yeah, but he's had a bunch of 2s tonight. Fade away a little bit off. Nickel just holding off Russo, who's like, I don't mind.
Don't you dare.
I'm not really going to go for this. Mashevsky probes around, finds Nickel, fakes. The runner, no good, but he gets the rebound out to Nottenbelt for 2 to finish it. No good. Abbott with the rebound.
So they've had a few opportunities to call it game, but they haven't been quite able to ice the cake yet.
You can see here, Abbott just had him relocated. Only 2 seconds now. This is going to be a miracle shot. No good.
It would have been crazy if he made that.
You can hear Joseph here just calling what he wants to have happen. There's the flare. Mashevsky slips, catches,
and
finish.
Game.
That does valiant effort from UC Gold. I think if they had a 4th player, Jeremy Irvine, if you're watching, and could have organised your flights, I think you could have. I think the 4 points you would have been able to help them. They just
that step back 3.
Exactly.
He can make it.
So Gators will go through second place from their pool along with Round.7.
Me and Josh are actually going to swap this time.
Right, he's coming over. So last round game of the night here before we head into the playoffs. Crossover.exe in the white. They're going up against Whanganui in the olive colours. Trey Tiawa just throws down a reverse there in the warm-ups. We'll get Josh, if you can go through the lineups here for the 2 teams, please.
Oh, yep. So for Whanganui, we have Carlton Chitonga, number 11, Sam Tang, number 7, Tommy Fairbrother, number 10, and Trey Tiawa, number 3. And for Crossover, we have number 30, Bradley Murray McGregor, the O'Toole twins, Connor and Ethan, number 12 and 33, and Peter Pitch-Brown, number 10. Connor is number 12. Ethan
I was just going to ask
33.
that. Yeah, I was like, I reckon I'm going to remember it because Ethan is like an E and a 3 are like reversed. and he's wearing 33. So I think that's going to be the how I try to remember it.
We kind of notice the difference because Ethan always wears the thing around his knee for his jumper's knee.
Oh, yeah, but
around his knee. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we know at practice who it is.
Right, so pick here. Winner of this is in the playoffs. Loser can head home if they want.
Yeah, I'm interested. It'd be quite interesting. I thought Crossover did a great job in their last game at, attacking the offensive rebound. So, but that was against a bigger, a little bit slower UC team. But this Whanganui team, they just find ways to get buckets, and they play it at a speed like Gators do.
Yeah.
So
Tiawa completes the 2-point play there.
So I think the winner plays Rams. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. That's right. Well, I think Crossover's probably got the motivation. Like, if they can get this win, they're going to be like a chance to move up into the semi-finals, get off the last place
ladder.
As they've had, 1, 2, 3 last place finishes.
Yep.
They've only been in the playoffs once, way back in round 2, and they've been 5th or 6th the rest of the way. As you can see,
our shot clock.
Someone has tapped the button on the shot clock.
They're all looking over here about what's going on.
Well, I may go over in a minute or so.
James is our tech.
I think I'll just go and do it. Oh, no, here we go. I don't even need to. Referee Jaden Rosanowski, multi-skilled. Says the check up the top. So the score is still 1-2. Here we are. Connor O'Toole splits, knocks over Chitongo, holds on to the ball, finishes that. It's a 2-2. Tang from the corner, though, the answer. 4-2 the score now.
Yeah, so the O'Toole brothers are really doing a good job at attacking the basket. Connor has obviously been playing great for us in Prem.
Yep.
So I think he's averaging 10 points off the bench for us. So.
And that shot there, Chitongo, great defense, just forced him to hold on to it a little bit longer, shooting it as he was coming back down rather than on the way up. And Chitongo, so 2 straight 2s for Whanganui. They're up 6-3 now. Connor O'Toole turns hits.
And it's a big hit there from Connor. They really needed that. But they really need to defend the 2-point line a little bit better, I feel. They're just giving away too many easy ones.
Yeah, no, it's...
Tough finish there by Connor through the contact and reverse. And there's Carlton again with another 2.
And nice behind the back pass. Yeah, that was good. Good finish. So 1-point game. Whanganui up 8-7. Chitongo dribbles a little bit, sets, fires, hits that one. So fast and furious. Yeah, this is probably the...
Yep, fastest game we've seen.
They can slow down dramatically, though. And good defense here from Tiawa.
I thought O'Toole, Ethan could have had a kick out to his brother there because he was wide open. Carlton's feeling it.
He is. I think he wanted that last one from Tiawa, who shot it. Good hustle from Tiawa.
No shot clock reset yet. No, there was a shot clock reset there.
Doesn't matter. He shot it pretty quick anyway. And leaves it behind. I thought he was going to just flip that up.
Throw it up there.
Tang hits that one. 12-7 the score. Ethan O'Toole in.
Interesting. I thought that was clean.
Well, I don't know. I think he was holding him on with the other arm as well. And I think it was probably a combination of all the things that happened all together. Like, okay, one of those or 2 of those, no foul, but 3 or 4, yeah, it does count as one.
So you see
Pete, the Globetrotter, Pete Van Hassel.
Pete Van Hassel's been, he's been everywhere this year. France.
Yep. Dubai, I think.
Dubai, yeah.
Has he been to Singapore?
Singapore, I think. Yeah, and then obviously he's been at the Commonwealth Games.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, which means he's probably going to miss out on the closing ceremony.
Yep.
Was just there for the opening one.
Yeah, he was just there for the opening one.
And nice scoop pass there, Murray McGregor over to Connor O'Toole.
It's a good run out there from O'Toole, from Ethan, and now
spins inside, can't hit there. I thought he should have probably just taken the 2 off the pass. Easy to say now after he's missed a layup. And Chitongo is feeling pretty good about the way he's shooting this game. Off left. And Connor O'Toole, he spins, shoots, no good. Fairbrother
flicks shooting this. He's definitely shooting that.
Well, the good thing, if you like taking shots that are questionable in 5-on-5.
Yep.
3x3 is the game for you because
definitely taking those in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is relocating, and I think Ethan was like, "I'm just going to push you out of the way." And we see a lot of flying by here. 10-15, Sam Tang. He likes the corners, hits that one. 10-17 the score now. And you hear the call, someone saying foul, foul, and it's, I need a rest foul.
Someone needs a break.
And a timeout taken by Crossover.EXE. They're down 17-10.
Yeah.
It's never too much to come back from, but it's getting pretty close to that point.
Yeah, no, they've had their chances. They just let Chitonga catch fire.
Yeah.
You know, he hit those four in a row there, and then Sam Tang's had a couple in the corner. You know, and you take those away, it's a different ball game. But then I thought Crossover has had their chances to make 2-pointers, but they just haven't knocked them down. Yeah. You know.
And yeah, Pitts Brown, have we seen him much?
No. He's, you know, they had that long passage of play there that, you know.
Which is the flip side is if there's no fouls.
Yeah.
And the shots keep going in. Yeah. And basket counts and a free throw here.
Watching Whanenui, they are living dangerously with their double teams.
Yeah.
Leaving shooters open. I think once Crossover start to recognise that, they might have guys open.
Good hustle there. Murray McGregor taps that away. And it's Connor, I think. Yeah, Connor, no finish there. And good. Again, Murray McGregor. Yeah. He deserves this. It doesn't quite drop in, though. But Pitts Brown battles for the rebound. Left-hand flip goes in.
That's what they need, though. Those hustle ones, right? Brad's kind of got them back in the contest. Hustling plays.
And Fairbrother. No, that's not a foul in 3x3, Fairbrother.
Yeah. They needed that one. Brad's shot's just a bit flat.
And Chitongo, he's done most of his work outside. That one to the rim, left-hand finish. Connor O'Toole in and out there, just not quite in.
They needed that one.
And Murray McGregor.
He just tripped over.
He did. I think he was like, I'm out of position. I'm trying not to foul. Oh, damn it.
I'm fouling. Yeah.
So he gets to shoot one from the line here, up 18-12. And it swishes through, 19-12.
It didn't look like he...
And Chitongo reads the play perfectly and just sends that one back. And Fairbrother's getting a little bit frustrated with it. I don't think there's much wrong with what Murray McGregor's doing. I think he's doing fantastic physical defense there. And there is a foul, though, as Fairbrother's like, I'm going to like force the issue here and make something happen. And it is one free throw to come here, 19-12.
You know, the physical play is part of the game, you know.
And he makes that 12-20 the score, though. Connor O'Toole, no good. Tang. So Whanenui does a pretty good job, like as you get into your post move, just sort of walking into you, not really fouling, but just making that pretty hard.
It's good defense there from Murray McGregor. Got his hand in.
So shot clock shouldn't reset here. It'll stay on 2.
Yep. They're 2.5, they said.
Yeah. There we go. So 3 seconds. I was going to say it's going to be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
There's the check. 3 seconds. Tiawa. Tang. No good. And we're going to play on as Crossover's already picked it up. O'Toole got a small bit of contact in the face. Pitts Brown, that gets tipped, I think.
That's a good.
Yep, so it will stay with Crossover.EXE here. Just about 5 seconds. Oh. No, I guess not then. No, I thought the signal was that it was staying that way.
Pitts Brown didn't. Oh, great defense.
Yeah, so the last couple of plays had gone Fairbrother's way. Yep. That one definitely went Murray McGregor's way as he just stoned him and took the rebound as well. But the game goes the Whanenui team's way. as Tiawa to the rim finishes that one. Final score 21-12, and that means they will play Rams.EXE.
Is that the first one, or is that the,
I don't even know. So I can see that one there, A1. So I think Rams will be up straight away here against Whanganui, is my guess. I can see them.
Yep, they're ready to go.
So if we look at the points here, UC Gold scored 27 in total. Crossover.EXE 26. So unfortunately for them,
yep, they finished.
They get their spot that they've had wrapped up most of the games. But this has probably been one of their best.
Yeah, they thought they
nights.
played well against UC. They pushed UC quite to a tough early game.
Yeah.
Obviously, I just think their shooting ability lacked a little bit tonight. They just didn't hit enough 2-pointers to be there or thereabouts.
So yeah, here we go. Whanganui.exe is like, we're going off for a rest.
Yep. Now
but here we go. We've just realised it is us straight on. And this is what you want if you're Rams.exe. You've had probably the perfect schedule for them on the night. First game, one off, a rest. Then you have 3 games rest, semi-final. If you play well enough and you're playing the team that has had no rest, you win this one, you go to the final and get a rest. So it's just broken perfectly for them tonight. But again, if Gators had won that game between them, the first one up of the night, they'll be the one in the same situation here. So Rams.exe have definitely made the most of the situation that they've found themselves in. So team list here just for the 2. We already know who most of them are, but we'll run through them again. So for Rams.exe, number 3, Noah Price, 5, Simon Lafaeli, 9, Caleb Chamberlain, and 20, Tane Lavery.
And for Whanganui, we have number 11, Carlton Chitonga, number 3, Trey Tiawa, number 10, Tommy Fairbrother, and number 7, Sam Tang. And then we're seeing a nice wee windmill in the warm-up. So Caleb Chamberlain.
I don't know if I was Whanganui, would I really want to be warming up now, or would I be happy just to be like, I'm going to use as much of my rest as I can? But
I probably wouldn't be dunking it as Trey
Tiawa. Trey Tiawa's
he
had a pretty nasty knock a couple of weeks ago, so definitely the video evidence is proving that he's fine and feeling healthy now.
But if I'm Rams, you want to get shots in because they've been sitting for a while. I think they didn't. Their third round, their second game was in so they've been sitting for quite a bit.
There is the other hoop down the other end. I'm sure they were doing stuff. All right, so here we go. We're going to be off with semi-final number 1.
Yep.
And Rams win this one. They're guaranteed to get at least 80 points.
Yep.
And we'll have a lot. Well, it depends what happens with Gators in their game. That may be enough to push them through.
I think,
Or maybe no. I think it will be if they, depending what happens in the other game.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. Lavery up top. Good switching out defense there from Whanganui.exe initially.
Whanganui got a little bit more pep to their step.
And Sam Tang.
Good defense.
You don't see that often where Lavery just gets picked cleanly like that. Chitongo can't quite make it. Chamberlain and Price, I think. I'm not sure who was going to get there. Instead, it's Fairbrother. And Price, one of the easiest dunks you'll see.
Yep. Once he sees the light, it's almost going in. Don't think he jumped for that one.
No, he didn't. That was like a set shot from the free throw line. Yeah. Chamberlain straight out there. Looked pretty good. A little bit long, though. Tang, his Price blocks the 2-point attempt, got the rebound and just lost the ball before he could pass it on to Lavery. Chitongo a little bit off here.
Shot clock isn't working. Still stuck on 6.7.
And here we go, Lavery to the rim, finishes that one. I'm sure they'll have it fixed up pretty soon. Well, I hope so anyway. Here we go. Tang with the rebound and the deep shot.
Yeah, Rams XC just look so hard to score on because with their length and their athleticism and ability to stay in front, right? And with the physical nature of the game, it helps them. You have forever creating. And there's Tane with a tough left-hand finish.
We'll just pull your mic a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
I can hear you. I can hear you okay.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I can hear myself, obviously, because you're talking. I'm talking. I can hear myself speak.
Yeah. All right, so 3-4 the score. I'm still not quite sure with the shot clock. Like, it seems to be working and they're not. It doesn't matter anyway as Price finishes that one quickly, tying the game. And Chitongo, you could hear him there. Oh!
And they're just holding it now because the shot clock seems to be not working.
So, yeah, there is some...
we're looking at it.
We'll see Jaden's getting closer and closer to the bench. He's solved one technical issue
he has
already today.
I think it's going on the pad, but it's not going up on our screen, right?
Yeah, that could be it.
That could be it. Yeah.
I mean, we have had one round of competition where the screens just weren't working properly, and it was like calling out the shot clock so that we'd know.
The good thing is I think we're running...
Yeah, well, I like the tempo time we've been going at. Yeah, Whananui probably don't mind a bit of an extra rest here.
All right, and now they're bringing the iPad over to you, James.
So it's me to have a turn with it.
Okay. Here we go. It's just not displaying on the screen. Yeah, so... Well, James goes away and does that. You're stuck with me. It'd be interesting to see as the game goes on what happens. You know, Whananui have been going up in twos. They've hit a couple of big twos. Rams, with their usual, get it into the paint. Oh, and there's that back door. Oh, he missed it. He jumped too far out.
Well, what he should have done is done a windmill with it, just to make it like make it look real good.
Yeah,
and that would have used up that extra. And there's the step through, pushed his tag out of the way and finishes anyway. Chitongo's located, hits that one.
He is feeling it tonight. You know, the last two games he's really shot well, the ball well.
And
too big right there.
It is like. Tang's done a pretty good job against other people, but Lafaeli and Tonge for that matter as well, just so much experience scoring inside. It's pretty hard. You know, you do a good job, it doesn't matter against them. And alley-oop pass there, no good. Lafaeli just went to pump fake. Chitongo knocked it out of his hands and then yanked it.
Hits that one.
Yeah. He does. So, Lavery. My God, that was up pretty high.
I think he just lost control of it.
Well, he should have gone up with two hands then, right? And then just flushed it with one right at the end. But from this angle, there was some hops there on display.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Chitongo gliding.
He's really carrying this team, Carlton is.
Yeah, they're up 9-6 now. And Price, make sure of that one there. Very similar play to the one that he just missed on before. In and out here. And that may be the momentum shift for Round.7. And Chitongo's like, no highlights here, no points here.
I think I need
have a foul.
Too. Yep. It's one of those take fouls. Oh, yeah, those are hard though, right? He's going up for a layup. You really don't want him to finish. So, you know, you want to foul him pretty hard, which he did. And then he gets a break.
Lafaeli hits that, so 1 point the lead now, 8-9. Tang just dribbles around. Tiawa fakes. There's not much room there, and you can see that Lavery has his hand on the ball. Fairbrother gets it up just in time.
Just in time on the buzzer.
I think it was about 0.5 when it left his hands. Lafaeli turns, fires and hits that one there. Chamberlain the ball did hit him as it was going through, but lets Whananui pick it up. 10-10 the score now. Tang deep, just in and out. Tiawa here. So Whananui's got to have the belief at the moment.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Rams.exe need to know, like, we don't have this game. Like, we need to get the win still here, guys.
They still need to win the game to stay.
Everything's set up for them perfectly in terms of how the night's run so far. Will be for nothing if they lose this one, as Tang says, well, check this out, guys. Between two defenders and the foul, I'm going to make this, and we're going to go up by 2 or 3 points here.
Yeah, it's just a little bit dangerous, you know. Rams living dangerously. They kind of came in with a casual attitude, and I think, you know, Whananui are doing their brother team, Gators, a favour by...
They definitely are.
Yeah, well, you know, see that.
The missed free throw, but hey, that's basically a 3-point play. Price, can he make this one off to the right? Well, to his left. Chitongo, he's been on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Decides, I'm going to take this one a little bit long. And we'll just see now if Rams sort of pick it up as Chamberlain. The nice finger roll finish there. Chitongo, the answer. So 16-11 here for Whanganui. Price, make sure of that one. 16-12. Is this the most dunks we've had in the game?
I think so. But the thing is, Whanganui going up in twos.
And they gave him that one there. Lucky it didn't go down. 16-12 the score now. Who's going to step up for Rams.exe here? Lucky to get another rebound. Price shoots that one. He sees Lafaeli underneath. Great box out from Tang, though. And there's a foul there as Chitongo is losing his balance, but not bad for Rams as it does allow them to call a timeout. And I think we'll see Lavery coming onto the floor after this.
Yeah, it's just Whanganui have just caught fire at the right time. They hit those twos in the back end of the last game. Kind of got his eye in, and then now Whanganui are just they just followed it on. Rams are just falling asleep, as we see. I think it was a good timeout. 4-point game. He's composed himself.
No, 100%. I mean, it's the name of the game in 3x3. This is the best game we've seen from Whanganui in a number of weeks. And, you do that at the right time. You have two really good games when they matter most, and all of a sudden you're the winner. Here's Chitongo. He's probably been the MVP this game, or Tang behind. Great find from Fairbrother. Lavery's up to the task on defense. Chamberlain had an open two. Makes sure of the finish, though. 13-16 now. Inside 5 to play. Tang loses it. Spins, finds Fairbrother. Makes that one 13-17 the score now. Price sets and shoots. Hits it. 15-17. So Rams. Chitongo. Will they go for 2-2s? No, he's going inside.
No. Oh.
I think it was just that little bit of contact right at the end. I think Chitongo was in a pretty tough position to get anything.
I don't think he needed to jump forward. If Noah jumps up, he's not finishing that. But
and he's probably like, that's justice. The shot didn't go in. Ball gets tipped here. Price picks it up. 7 on the clock here. Lavery, no look pass back to him. This will tie the game. In and out. Tiawa up for the strong rebound there. Dribbles out, clears it. Chitongo. He's got space. He looked for a moment. Tang for the step back. He's walled up. They probably should have taken the two, but Tiawa just flips it in. 15-18 the score now. Price and Tang is down hurt. And I didn't see what happened.
I didn't see what happened. Could have been a knee clash.
So he's played so well tonight. His team's up 18-15 here, just about 4 minutes to go. I first realised there was something wrong when I heard the calling out for what I thought was passing me the ball on wide open on the 2-point line, and then realised it was because the defender's just down.
Yeah. Well, it looks like an ankle. It doesn't look good.
There's a teammate, Matt Mashevsky, grabbing some ice, which...
Yeah, he's just grabbing... Yeah. There's bags in the office, but someone's got it.
Yeah, we've got our
our bags. Sandwich bags. 30. 30 sandwich bags. Oh, there's extras. We've got extras. This is not a bad timeout for it. It's unfortunate.
You don't want to have to.
No.
You'd rather have the game finished. Tang seems like he's going to be hopping up here.
Yeah. But he looks.
I do not think he's going to be on the court the rest of the night.
No, he looks like his night's done. And we got our rep Dave Huxford wiping the sweat up.
Yeah.
So I think it's Whanganui ball.
Yeah, well, the game was stopped as soon as they get possession.
Yeah.
Referees, if they're not in immediate danger of someone, under the hoop, you just let the play go until
someone gains possession, and they call stop. So Sam Tang's been helped by his Gators teammates behind our advertising boards.
So here we go, carrying on with the game here. So Whananui up by 3 points, 15-18. Fairbrother in. Lafaele got a hand to that, I think. And they get the rebound. Price dribbles it out. Lavery calls for it.
He just needs to, there we go.
Just rips, goes, finishes. 2 point game now. Chitongo's like, look, we're going to go for twos here and just try and finish this game. Lafaele, but here we go. Lavery can tie it. Off short. Fairbrother, Chitongo.
This is it. He needs this.
Lafaele had the closeout, I think, just was enough to make him miss that shot.
2 good looks there from Chitongo.
There we go. Price has a great look there. Tiawa flies out. Doesn't matter. 18-18. In here, there's a couple of Lincoln supporters here who like that one going down. Lafaele with the foul there. 4th foul for Rams.
Yep. We're still not in the bonus, so...
Is to be aware of. Like, you don't want to suddenly get foul 5, 6 and then foul them and then they have a chance to win the game from the free throw line. Fairbrother rips, finds Tiawa. Good closeout. And this is good defense from Round.7. Great finish, though. Tiawa puts his team up 19-18. Noah Price.
Oh, that's big.
It is a huge shot there. They're up by 1 now. A 2-point bucket will win it, though, for Whananui.EXE. Fairbrother.
Oh,
the pass.
Threw it out of bounds.
He had the idea. Like, that would have been the winner if Tiawa was down there and hit it. There was only 1 on the shot clock.
Are you Tane Lavery to the hoop?
I think so. You only need a 1 here, but it's been Noah Price time. They're like, we're going to foul you here.
Ooh. They got 1. He was in the motion.
It's kind of a weird, like it looked almost like he fumbled the ball, and that's what made it take longer.
So we have everyone in. This is rare, having
I mean, you need to get the rebound if you're Whananui. And
what a comeback.
That was a fantastic game there. So Rams.EXE, what were they down? 18-14.
18-14. Came back
to
and
win.
Won 21-19.
So Whananui.EXE, they finish up with 19 points, 21 points, and 12 points. So they finish up 52 in total. So coming in to the commentary set-up again, we have Maya Williamson. Gets to do the Gators game against UC Maroon. So that was a good appetizer for this one.
That was a doozy, man. I was a bit nervous.
Hopefully Sam Tang's okay. Been having just a fantastic night. But your pick here, I'm expecting you're thinking Gators are going to... Well, they need this one as Rams already in the final.
After that one, Whananui.EXE definitely not a team that you'd pick to even probably compete with that team, and they almost won it. So you never know what can happen.
Yeah, second place from Pool A up against first place from Pool B. But who needs it more? The answer is it's the team in white and green tonight. So just running through the team list for them. So for Gators, number 5, Matt Mashevsky. Number 10, Joseph Nottenbelt. 0, Amosa Faitawananai. And 12, Josh Nickel. And then for UC Maroon, number 6, Chris Tupaia. 23, Sam Riley. 13, Aiden Tonge. And number 14, Junior DeYoung. So semi-final number 2, we're going to have Harry Apes up the top. And I think it'll be Marty Davison as the second referee.
So the Rams will play
the winner of this game. Yep. So yeah, as we were saying with Josh, Rams have just had the perfect way the nights. They've obviously made the most of the time when they've had their games, but the rest have been if you've got to pick the schedule, that's exactly how you want it. We play first, third, have a break, play the first semi-final, and then, well, it almost didn't matter.
I mean, geez. But it's also good to have that kind of experience prior to a final, so you have been in that position and you're not experiencing it for the first time in the final when it really matters.
So here's Mashevsky.
Left hand versus left hand.
Yeah. Nickel.
Oh, wowee. Yeah, you've got to dunk that.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see that on the highlights again. The under the basket, spinning the other way, and Mashevsky was like, I don't know where the ball is. I just know where Aiden Tonge is, and I'm going to be pushing him and pushing him out of the way.
He was putting every kg of his weight into pushing Aiden out the way. He did a pretty good job.
Yeah, not easy to move him.
No, definitely.
Or to just stop him at the very least.
Especially considering Matt's size. This is quite a good size matchup, though. Josh Nicol, I think, is probably the best match for his size in here tonight, I'd say.
Yeah, and he has similar quickness as well.
Yeah.
Great defense from Tapia. There's the screen, Matt Mashevsky. No corner there, but does find Nicol. Just in time, gets it off. And no good, though. There was just great effort from UC Maroon on defense there. And 40 seconds in, it's 1-1. DeYoung will have the check up the top.
Again, it's not much of a surprise, this play, really.
No, I feel like I've seen it
about 100,000 times.
I think so, about that. I was going to say a few times, but your number's probably a bit more accurate.
Good defensive effort.
It was just bounced out of bounds, but shot clock will stay at 3.8 here.
And no surprise, the ball is going into the hands of Matt Mashevsky, who'll probably just look to create a 3-ball here.
No, you don't know him well enough. Like
oh, no, he does. He does use the bite of the shot fake, doesn't he?
Yeah, he said, like, anytime there's like 3 or 4 seconds, they think,
he's going to
I've got to shoot a 3, and that's when I have a lot of success fake drive finishing. It is, I'd say the percentage is about 95% left.
He even got me on the shot fake, and I wasn't even on the court.
I think it's like Dwayne Wade. Like, everyone knows it's going to happen, but when you... I mean, he can shoot it as well. He's probably actually a better shooter than Dwayne Wade from behind the arc.
Yeah, probably.
I'd still probably pick Dwayne Wade if I had my choice of players, but...
I think just by a smidgen.
But, you know, everyone knows, like, he just made a living off that pump fake, as we see Nicol with the nice turnaround jumper. People know it's coming, but he's so good at it that you just can't help it falling for it.
Well, and there is also a small percentage that Matt Mashevsky will shoot it as well.
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
step back. Great relocation there. Just off Tonge with the rebound. You see here, Riley against Faitawa Nanai is a pretty good matchup in the post. And there we go. Faitawa Nanai gets win number 1 in that mini battle.
He's done a really, really good job tonight, being stuck on these big guys, but actually competing and giving a lot of physicality. And obviously, in that instance, he actually got the turnover. Yeah,
no, I think like Riley doesn't have quite the mess that Tonge does.
No, yeah, definitely.
And I think there was meant to be a foul.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think
bucket,
he was
though,
trying
anyway.
to go for that take foul.
DeYoung, good challenge from Gators. And Faitawa Nanai rushes in. Yeah, if they got it quick, they do get it eventually to Notting Belt. 8 seconds on the clock. Mashevsky is wide open, in and out.
Not having the best of luck this game so far, but no one really is, to be fair.
Riley somehow keeps his foot down.
Yeah, I definitely thought there was going to be a travel call.
And there we go. There's once again, UC Maroon, really good job. When they're beaten, they're staying involved and just getting their hands in the passing lane. And Riley tapped that over to Mashevsky. And there we go. There's the first take foul, which is given. And Mashevsky's like, oh, I finally made one. Hold your whistle, please, Harry.
1 more second. Come on. Pretty low-scoring game here as well, being a few minutes of play, and we're only seeing three buckets each.
Yeah, I mean, it's normally defense. The defense in the last game was pretty good as well. It's just some very good shot making behind the arc.
I think a big part of the Gators game is obviously Matt Mashevsky's outside shooting, and he hasn't been able to be hit much so far. I mean, there's still 7 minutes to go, so you never know what can happen.
There we go. That'll probably drop. No, just too long. Notting Belt. Yep, so Riley was like, that was out. Davison saying no, hit the bottom of the backboard, which is okay.
I believe Marty, he's pretty experienced referee.
I'll be honest, when Riley was calling for it, I didn't think there was any, I didn't know what he was asking for.
Yeah, I'm not sure, I wasn't sure.
So it's like he wasn't out of bounds.
It was definitely a foul.
DeYoung
great pass.
Bounces it in. Riley.
Oh man.
This has been the story of this game. UC Maroon just haven't been able to finish inside the...
Absolutely. Yeah, they've got plenty of good looks so far.
I mean, on the flip side, Gators have not been able to make them pay from behind the arc as we're sitting at 3-3. And
great physicality, good hands from Joseph.
There you go. He's open and he does take that one. But long Tonge with the rebound here. Yeah, I was just thinking it may be about time for him to take one, and he nails it.
He says, if the others aren't going to do it, I'll just do it myself.
Joseph had it. He gets it back. It's not pretty, but it's effective.
Just got a point on the board. He runs to the other side of the gymnasium, trying to get the ball. I think that will be UC Maroon's ball.
Nickel, it's like, actually, do you want to have a sub here, Joseph? So 4-5 the score here. Tapia up the top. They don't have the full amount of time here, so he shoots this one and just absolutely drills it. UC Maroon up 7-4 now. Nickel, he's not out of bounds now. It doesn't matter, though. You're out of bounds when you initially caught the ball.
UC gaining a little bit of momentum here. They've hit 2 threes now and got a stop, so they definitely want to look to capitalise on that, and they definitely do.
Yeah, they just waited a long time until they were sure what Gators were doing on defence. Great steal, finds Tonge, and they let it go out of bounds. Will this be a timeout for Gators? Yes, it is. Joseph not about. You could hear him saying, "We'll take a timeout, please."
I think that's... Sorry, I interrupted you.
I think you're going to say what I was going to say, so go ahead.
Pretty important to stop that momentum. I think if they didn't call a timeout, they'd probably continue to build on that and might stretch the lead out a bit too far for Gators to come back.
Exactly right. As you said, they hit those twos. They got to stop. They got the steal and the finish. So, I mean, there's no point dying wondering, like, man, if we stopped that run earlier, then maybe we'd still be in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's only 5 points, and you never know. Yeah. Like you said, Matt Mashevsky, he did that a couple years ago, maybe, hitting those back-to-back threes. Yes. So you never know what can happen.
So Joseph, interesting to see. He's the one that called the timeout. Kind of the leader of the team here, as the oldest player of the bunch, to go back on the bench and let the relatively young guys try and figure it out and, turn the game back the way they want it to be going.
Nice backdoor cut.
And
you've got to make that.
Well, that was the story of the game for UC Maroon initially. Riley, great spin. He makes the finish there.
I think this is the UC Maroon that we're used to seeing. Just so dominant, so versatile.
And Faitawa and I gets hit there. De Young saying he was holding me off of the armbar. Maybe true. I could not see that. Faitawa and I really want to see Sam Riley and Faitawa and I crash into each other and both explode out from the contact.
At 100 kilometres per hour.
Here we are, De Young looking for Riley. Decides I'm just going to drive and look at that challenge. Unfortunately, he made the initial miss, but that gave up the offensive rebound to Tapia. Nickel.
Oh, my goodness.
We've had a few missed. If they should have got it back to Faitawa and I.
And another miss. These are easy looks for Gators, and you're not going to get those very often, and you really have to make those. Otherwise, it's going to be a very tough game for you. Oh, yeah, that's a huge foul.
I was watching Tapia and Faitawa and I. Joseph Nottenbelt and Aiden Tonge back into the game. So foul count, though, not really anything to worry about for Gators at the moment. Only on 1. UC Maroon is on 4.
But with the lead, it's probably not too much of a concern for them, I'd say.
Riley is really good at, just getting pretty close, about 1.5, 2 seconds, and then spinning off the back. So there is no basket there.
Yep, he's going to call an offensive foul just on that rebound.
Yep.
I think that may have come. I think it may have come from a little bit of frustration from Sam and just flung his arm out enough for it to be an offensive foul.
Well, it could be Mashevsky's pushing him as hard as he can. He's like, well, I'm going to push you back, and then
just the way that it goes sometimes.
And I could not tell who was hooking whose arm in. It doesn't matter. De Young finishes it anyway.
Great pass.
Mashevsky finally gets some space, drains that one there. So that's what they needed. 7-12 the score, 4 minutes to go. De Young in the mini post here. Riley steps back, good challenge. In and out. Mashevsky with the rebound. Poor pass, and it is picked off by Riley into Tonge. No good, but gets the rebound, makes that one there.
And Mashevsky's going to fire. He kind of has to in this position.
Yeah, but De Young is just finding him.
DeYoung's doing a really good job of being right up in his grill and not letting him get anything easy.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know exactly where the ball is, but he's got a fair idea where, when the pass is going to come.
Absolutely.
A nice spin around shot there. 14-7. UC Maroon is trying to foul here. I don't know if they should. They were, I think that's number 4. Yeah, number 6 now. You can see it.
Yeah, it's going to start to be 2 free throws, is it?
After this one. Yeah, so
7, yeah.
that one's okay. Mashevsky, though, is just, I think hopefully it's just winded a little bit.
Yeah. I think he'll be fine. But especially you don't want to be fouling Matt Mashevsky to put him on the line because there's a good chance he'll make those. And considering it's 2, it's going to make it a lot easier for them to claw it back.
Yeah, so this will be their check up top. Down 7 points, so 3 minutes to go. But, the big advantage they have now is any fouls they get will be 2 shots. So even if they hit a 2-point bucket and get fouled, that counts plus 2 extra shots as well.
Oh, that would be nice.
Of course, they have to get it fouled for that to happen. And it's a pretty good start for what they need to have happen here. 9-14. We're all about excitement, so if Gators can make it to the final, it does mean that they could close the gap, or at least don't let Rams get too far away from them.
I think that's going to be UC's ball up the top with 2 seconds to go.
Yeah, no one's in a rush to get it.
Just wandering over there.
Yeah, the ball went the whole way through, so 2 seconds on the shot clock, I think. Yep. Davidson signalling just that. This is going to be a Tupaia shot, I think. And it is. And he hits it anyway.
That's incredible, wow.
So 16-9, it was pretty well defended. Didn't matter. He was able to get enough airspace and put that in. 9-16.
I don't think defensively there was much you could do about that. That's just a great shot.
So yeah, it's unfortunately heading towards the Rams versus UC Maroon final.
It hurts to admit.
Which it does.
It hurts to admit.
And I think we've seen that 3 times so far out of the 6 previous weeks.
In all fairness, Gators are missing Zach Hannon.
Yes.
Z-Baby there, he's a very prominent player. So.
And that was a silly foul from Tupaia. This will be 2 shots here.
However, it's still a good lead for UC,
yeah.
even if he does make 2. I think they really capitalise on that momentum, and now they've gained a good lead. Only 4 points away from the win.
Well, Gators a little bit closer to the 10, the double bonus, 2 plus possession on any fouls. But yeah, as you say, 4 points for UC Maroon, it may not matter, as we've just lost the shot clock somehow again. Tonge with the dribble. And there's going to be no basket here.
And 5-on-5, I think that may have
definitely
counted.
would have been.
Yeah. I think Amossa knew. He definitely recognised that was going to be a score. So just...
Yeah. Everyone except the referees and all the players knew that the shot clock, we just lost that. There we go. We've got it back. I can see it. So I have no idea what keeps causing it to drop, but we seem to be fixing it relatively quickly.
Technology.
So 11-17 the score. UC Maroon 4 points away from another final. Riley gets fouled, just misses the shot there. He will be shooting 1 this time. So they've been in the final every week except for 1.
Wow. Wow. Don't have many words for that, but wow.
And I don't actually even know who their 5th and 6th players are, to be honest. So
yeah, well, they've been pretty consistent. Yeah. And I think if you want to...
Actually, Tonge has been away for a couple of weeks with the Rams.
That's right. So if you want to be going away as this team, you kind of want to keep consistent and you kind of want to keep the same guys. It's pretty hard to develop good chemistry if you're interchanging your players often.
Yeah, I agree, but
it can be difficult, though.
I'm just interested when you have that conversation like, hey, you've been awesome for us all season, but
see you later.
Yeah, we don't need your passport. You're okay.
You can just watch on the TV.
So we'll have 2 free throws here for Josh Nickel. And that is foul number 8 for UC Maroon. So, I mean, still going okay. Like, there's a chance.
UC definitely do want to be careful.
Right, so court is dry enough to continue.
I'm surprised the towel didn't make an appearance.
Yeah, well, I think they took it over for Sam Tang, so that may be why it's no longer available.
It became everyone's best friend a couple
of
weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right. So splits the free throws, 5-point lead.
With 2 minutes to go, I think that's a pretty comfortable lead.
Great pass inside. Tonj no good, but
doesn't really
as has
matter.
been the story, Mashevsky sets, doesn't make it. Faitawa and I runs it down. Mashevsky another chance. No good. He runs it down this time. Faitawa and I set. Mashevsky to the rim, makes that 13-18, 1:44 to go. Riley gets him to jump and it gets the takedown.
I don't think that was intentional. I don't think he quite meant
But now
to.
we need the towel now.
Yeah, that was almost rugby style. Yeah. But Matt Mashevsky showing some good sportsmanship, just going over to say, my bad, bro.
Yep. Sam Rowley, I think, needs knee and elbow pads.
Yeah.
That one there especially.
Looks like a bit of WWE out there sometimes.
So we're running incredibly fast for time. And I'm sure we'll see the towel at the end of the night when it's no longer needed. Right, so here we go. 13-18, 138. Riley in the post here. There's 1, 2. There's the spin. No good.
Really wanted the Falco on that one, I think.
Yeah, he did. He's got to be careful, like, because a tech, and that one doesn't go in. Like this, the story of this game has been missed layups.
Absolutely. Riley
gets the tip initially. Mashevsky splits, finishes at 14-18, 112. So a chance here. Tapia gets pushed. Yep. Two-hand, no basket here.
I think Matt Mashevsky gotten away with a few of those two-hand pushing fouls, so it's probably about time they called him up on one.
Nottingbell into the game here. This is probably their best defensive matchup in terms of Nottingbell and nickel on Riley. And there's that flare. Goes the whole way around. 19-14 the score now.
I think it's quite a bit out of reach for Gators now. I think it's safe to say who's going through the final, maybe.
If they can draw a foul, it'll help.
Oh, maybe.
Good defense there, 15-19.
Have I jinxed it?
Hey, we want an exciting finish. It was 14-18 in the last game. This is only 1 point difference. 15-19. No twos. There's an open two. Sets, shoots off to the right. No, looked like it might have bounced in. It doesn't. Riley with the rebound here.
They're just going to take their time here.
They should, yeah. That's smart here with 4 points. Riley Tapia is like, well, I'll just launch it.
One. Yeah.
And he does that. 21-15 the final. Fantastic effort from Gators.
Absolutely.
Though I'm pretty sure they'll stick around and watch the final and just see, so they know, like, have they still got a chance after this week, seeing what happens there. So Whanganui had 52 points in total from their 3 games. Gators 15, 21, and 17. So what's that? 53 points. So they edge them. They'll be in 3rd place, which will be good for them, while Whanganui will be in 4th.
I think it's interesting to see. Last week, Gators were in the final, and Matt Mashevsky couldn't hit anything, and they lost.
Yeah.
Same thing happened this week. I think when it becomes such a prominent part of their game, and then when he's not able to shoot well, you can see how much they really do struggle.
Yes, yeah, it makes a massive difference.
Especially in 3-on-3 setting.
So Gators will be up to 500 points on the points table. Round.7, they're either going to get 80 or 100. So if they get 80, they'll be on 560. So I think by not making the final, that will spell the end of Gators' chances.
Yeah. Oh.
But hey, they were 3rd place a couple of years ago, and they still got a trip out of it anyway. So
you never know. Never say never.
Exactly. So you just need a couple of people. Well, people lose their passports or whatever happens.
They might purposely go and chuck a few passports out just to get a trip out.
So we can see Round.7 out here warming up, ready to go for the final, which will be in a couple of minutes.
I'm hoping Noah Price throws another few dunks down.
Yeah, so who's your pick here? Like, they obviously have had the ideal rest situation, but really got pushed to the limit by Whanganui the last round?
I think in terms of size, they have enough to kind of match Aiden. They don't have like the physicality, I'd say. But Noah and Simon, they're very tall.
Yeah, Simon's probably the closest in terms of being able to physically make him work pretty hard.
Well, and like Tane Lavery is just an incredible 3-on-3 player. He's just incredibly shifty, smart, great finisher, pretty hard to stop.
So yeah, they'll have a choice because they'll pretty much have these 4 guys plus Phoenix Sorensen have been their primary players. So it will be somewhat of a decision as to, who are the 4 which travel.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think these teams are pretty evenly matched, and they're both experienced with good, knowledgeable coaches.
Yeah.
Josh Thompson and Pete Van Hassel both leading the way with their knowledge. I think we're in for a good final.
Exactly. I'm ready for it to happen. It's just about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, come on,
I thought we were going to finish so fast today. Instead, it's looking, here they come. They did have to change their tops because they were in maroon last time, weren't they? So they're in white.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit confusing on the eyes.
So running through the team lists here in a second. So for Round.7, number 9, Caleb Chamberlain, 20, Tane Lavery, number 3, Noah Price, and number 5, Simon Lafaeli. And then for UC Maroon, playing in the white tops tonight, 13, Aidan Tonge, 23, Sam Riley, 6, Chris Tupaia, and then Junior DeYoung, you can probably see him out to the edge of the court. He hasn't changed his top over yet. Still got the maroon one on at the moment, so I don't think we'll be seeing him on the court until he does get that sorted.
He looks a little bit tired.
I'm like, has he forgotten his second top? Hey, could every single person out on the court please change your tops over? There we go. Lafaeli's like, bruh, you can't play in that. You need to get your white one.
Now? He looks a little, he does look a little limpy.
Yeah, that may be tiredness. I can see, he does have his top. So that wasn't the reason. I think it was just...
I think he's a little bit tired, just needed a wee sit down.
And here he goes.
Here he is.
Yeah, but we'll keep an eye on him as he is walking a little bit gingerly.
Oh, it's sore back. That's what's been signalled to me. Yeah, it did look like a bit of a sore back.
Yeah, so I guess it's like he's not planning to play, but you never know. You may as well have the top on in case you need to.
In the final 10 minutes, you might as well, chuck a few minutes in there. He's pretty tough as well. I think once he goes out there, he'll forget about it.
Lavery goes at Tonge, can't finish that. But yeah, DeYoung's usually super vocal when he is in that substitution spot as well. Lavery just about denies Tonge, but he finishes that one there.
Good contest, though, making it hard for Tonge. Great backdoor cut. Sam Riley with a long limb, just intercepting that pass. Anyone else defending that probably wouldn't have been able to get that tip.
Yeah, Sam Riley saying, I didn't touch that. I'm pretty sure he did touch it. The one that matters, though, Harry Apes is sure he touched it, and that's what counts here. Lavery no-look past Chamberlain. He's hand down from Tonge, and he just drills that one. 2-1 the score for Round.7.
He's a great three-point shooter. He's been really good tonight.
So I think this would be, like, it's probably, as that slides through Riley's hands here. Lavery, Adam, good defense from Riley. Tonge comes in and cleans up the rebound.
Great downhill drive, just can't finish. I'm sure we'll see some nice finishes sooner rather than later from Tane.
Yeah, you feel like he's got a speed advantage against like this entire lineup here.
Yeah.
Chamberlain, the step back, it's not a 2, just a 1, no good anyway.
Ton's just bullying his way in. Can't get the finish to go, though.
And it's pretty hard as Lavery's the only one here. As he's denied. Great defense from Riley. Lavery's the only one here that he doesn't have a height advantage against. The other guys are longer limbed, can challenge shots that he's just sort of used to getting when he feels like it. There's Lavery and...
Oh, big foul. That looked quite sore.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty...
Oh.
I'm surprised he managed to stay focused on the shot before worrying about landing and not killing himself. So
not concussing himself.
So the basket does go in. Round.7 up 3-2 here. chance to make it 4. And Lavery does just that. Tapia's relocated straight away. Set shoots, no good. Chamberlain with the rebound finds Lavery.
Good back tip from Sam Riley.
Let's see. Is there going to be any question as to who's this off? No, he's
No
going in on
arguments.
defense there. And
Oh, he's not happy with that foul call.
yeah, I think that's a fair enough foul call.
Yeah,
like,
I'd say
was
so.
the contact much? No, but the fact that you were beat basically, and
Yeah.
he was going to get a layup. The intent was like, oh, I've got to foul the guy
Yeah,
now.
otherwise he's going to get easy catch and probably a dunk.
Price loses the handle a little bit. Lafayette, 6 seconds, really deep, drains
Wow.
it.
Don't see much of that from Simon.
No, he's hit a couple tonight though, but yeah, it's the inside game, which is his
His
bread and
strength,
butter.
yeah. Oh, is that going to count?
Yep, so the basket will count.
And will they get possession as well?
Yep, they do. Yep. So basket counts, 2-point bucket, and rebounding foul against Chamberlain, trying to ward off Riley. And it's ideal for UC Maroon. It gives them a second position here. And it's one of those ones. I saw the end of the play. You could see he was definitely pushing him.
Yeah.
It could be one of the ones where you need to see it the whole way through.
Oftentimes it's both ends kind of shoving against each other,
Yeah.
and then one ends up overdoing it a little bit, and that's what's called.
There we go. So reset shot clock. Rams 4-1. Lafayette, he's hit his last one. Hits
He's
that
feeling
one as
it.
well. He
He's
is.
feeling it tonight.
He said, I'd like that MVP sign photo at the end of the
Thank
night.
you.
Tonge can't quite make that one.
I think the right hand side was quite open for him, but he favours the left hand.
And
Again,
Lavery. So Lavery here, like they're saying it was a carry ball. He's saying the ball got tipped, so it's not a carry once someone else does it, because I'm allowed to regather it. That's what he's asking. As Price hits it back up. Yeah, so Lavery's not like angry the way he's doing, as we can see Sam Tang not looking great for next week, I think.
I'd be surprised if he was able to be back in a few weeks after that.
And I was like, if they pulled off that upset and won the final, I was like, it's him and Chitonga as the potential MVPs from their team. Tonge, he hits a 2 here, so 8-6 the score. Price clears in, spins against Tonge, who stands his ground.
Great finish.
Hits the shot anyway. 9-6 the score now. Tapia into Tonge. 9-7 the score now. So bucket's starting to come pretty quickly. Lafayette, that was online just a little bit short.
I mean, that's a fair enough shot, right? If you've been hot all night, you got to take those, especially in a 3-on-3 setting.
Riley normally takes a couple of 2s in the game, not tonight. You can see here, look at that. Defense as the ball's about to be cleared. He gets the steal, finds Tapia.
Oh,
Gets
just
the
roll.
assist.
See, that's a forgiving rim. That's a nice rim.
Yeah. I think you're right. As Lavery misses, and now we've got the Junior DeYoung, the substitute coaching.
He's doing it for
Well,
Pete.
not
Pete
coaching,
can't do
but
it, so
no,
he'll
he
do it.
can't. And his voice is booming as Riley tips that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure DeYoung will be making an appearance tonight. I think he looks a little bit too sore. But I think
Price is also a little bit sore, or possibly may just be a bit of a
my
rest. But
goodness,
Lafaelle's like, look, okay, guys, I got this.
he can see that MVP sign from when he's playing on the court.
Tonge
He wants it.
makes the bucket there. 12-11 the score. Chamberlain spins out, fakes the handoff, and
There's a lot of space in that.
there was.
It was very open.
I thought you were talking about the amount it missed by as well, but both would be accurate.
I'm not that sad.
He was wide open, and I think surprised how open he was.
Yeah, maybe.
And I think a little annoyed at just not making that shot, well, not having it even hit anything for a rebound chance. Here's Price.
Go for a step back.
A little bit long. Tapia, the rebound. Quick outlet to Riley. Tapia.
He's hit a few.
He's
and,
hit 2
he loves
that's
that
bounced.
bounce. He loves these rims.
Was that enough for MVP for him? He's at 2 threes. Well, 2 twos, sorry. Great finish, 12-14.
That's a really important one there for them, just to get them back in the game. But as I say that, Tonge again extends the lead by 3.
Here we go, Price. No good.
Chris was doing a really great job there, not allowing Tane Lavery to catch the ball.
And see, that foul was coming the whole way through. Chamberlain's trying to say I was shooting. I don't
It's
think
not
so.
5-on-5, buddy. You can't claim that now.
So yeah, MVP pick so far. Like, I think it's pretty easy in Rams at the moment. It's Simon Lafael is heading that way. It's a lot harder in UC.
I think I'd say between Chris and Aiden, they'll probably be my 2 picks tonight. It's pretty hard though. I feel like it could definitely go either way.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I mean, we've got 5 minutes to make a decision.
I think I'm with you though. Like Junior, unfortunately not in the final. You're probably missing out on consideration there. I don't think you'll mind too much, but yeah, I think you're right. It is Chris or Aiden at the moment, and I think Simon for the Rams. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you never know.
And there we go. There's one of those few people that can go at Tonge and has enough physical ability to go against him. Tapia, the step back. That one bounces and doesn't bounce in this time.
There's a great box out of Tonge not allowing another offensive rebound.
5 on the clock here. Price up and hammers that down.
Love
Riley
to see
in
it.
quickly. Great catch and seal from Tonge.
Yeah, that's good.
16-14. Lafaeli, can he hit? I think number 4. No, not this time.
Why not, though? It's a good look for someone who's been hitting them all game.
Tapia, deep 2. No good. And I think this is off White. No, I've still got to learn the pointing. I'm pretty sure that's defense, which is red. And looking at Tonge's reaction, but then Price looks like he's on defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to be UC ball. Yep.
Yeah, I really don't get it. Get the signals. Get which way, what it means.
I just learned all the rules last week. Like I'm not too caught up yet.
Tapia, tough shot here, no good.
I don't know. There was a lot of time left on the shot clock. I don't think that's necessarily a shot that you need.
So the question is blood here. So I think they need to probably take their time out. I don't know. So blood kit and stuff is what they're looking for. Oh, there's the actual towel. We've got that.
It's back.
So Sam Tang did have it.
He did.
He was over there.
Sammy thief. We've been looking for that.
Well, we can't use it to wipe up sweat on the ground now. So 16-14 the score. Rams.EXE, Simon Lafaeli bounces, no good. Tonge with the rebound.
He's gone a little cold.
It's not really his fault. We've had a few stoppages.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tonge with the finish there. And
oh my goodness.
Lavery, Riley says, not today, young man.
Just so nonchalant after that block. Just,
I know.
Just another one, whatever.
I do this all day, guys.
Yeah, I could do it again.
And gets the foul. That one doesn't go in. It is one shot here. I would have counted if he made it.
Yep, so he's going to go to the
I think that's a fair enough call here. Like, it was extremely elongated, but he was going up and then jumping and finishing. The shot does go in 15-17. So heading for some drama here. Tapia, can he shoot it and say, no drama? Not this time, though. Price, hand off to Lavery.
I think that's a good person to get the ball to.
And Lafael,
great finish.
Yeah, like just felt where Tonge was. He didn't want to get foul number 5 for his team. Tapia, spin, double team, but it goes to Tonge. I think at the moment he's heading towards that MVP sign.
Yeah, I think so.
Lafaeli hammered down, 17-18. Tonge waits for it to come to him and makes the bucket there.
That's big. Because if he makes this free throw, that'll be 20 and
Well, 2017.
That means Rams not only have to score 4 points, but not allow a single point for UC, which is a big ask considering how dominant Tonge has been. And again, we're going to have a stoppage for the blood.
Yeah, we've actually got a plaster here. Which
I think that would have been the best solution.
I normally have, I can't do much where I am at the moment. I normally have strapping tape because I just find plasters just fall off with all the sweat.
With the sweat, so you actually just tape it up.
Stick it on and then tape around it afterwards. So he'll be at the line for one. His team's up 2 points, 17-19.
No pressure, but you really want to make this.
You do. You want to have the game finished. And it all started that, the ball got scored, bounced out. Defense just wasn't ready. As soon as he caught it, he just ripped and immediately went. So free throw is good, 20-17. So as you said, very tough from here. Not impossible, though.
They just have to be very smart with each possession.
They do. So down to cut it to 2, but they can't give up a single point. Tonge, no good. Just missed that one there. Price. Lavery.
He's going to go at Tonge.
Hands it off to Price. And
oh, my Lord.
That is a nice dunk. 20-19. 2:47. So I think we're going to have a winner before time runs out.
My heart's beating quite fast, actually. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Rams have asked for a timeout. There we go.
I don't know why that was so confusing.
Yeah, I was like, is it only because the ball's not there? But the ball's gone out of bounds. It's a whistle anyway. And Junior DeYoung saying,
limping.
Guys, couldn't you have come over by me? Except Rams got there first.
If you're Rams here, how are you combating this UC side?
You got to say,
them from winning?
We can't let them score, any score, so they're probably not going to go for a 2. So, any pump, we know they're probably going to pump fake and look to drive. If we're going to foul, we've got to do it immediately. But we get a stop. We're going for a 2 to try and win the game.
And I think they're probably going to want to go through Tonge.
Yeah.
Simply because of how dominant he's been. So you really got to know personnel here and also know what he's going to do. I mean, he's a very strong left-hand driver, so obviously wanting to pay attention to that.
So and you can see they went for the slip. I was surprised just at the matchups that they had. Lafayette read that one.
That's
gets
amazing.
The steal.
Great anticipation.
Price.
He's
the 2
go
for the win.
Oh, that was so close.
It looked like it was going in, which would have been a great finish. Tonge spins to Paya. He's done this a number of times.
And
he does it again.
Game. Wow.
Right, so the decision here, do we go it to the game winner who's done it a couple of times or to Tonge?
I think Tonge has been pretty dominant, to be fair.
I think we'll go with Aiden Tonge. He's the one who got that last rebound, the kick out to Chris Tupaya.
That's an incredible shot, but the win wouldn't have come without how much work Tonge did.
Yes, no, you're
Not
exactly
only
right.
in this game, but in all the other games. So, I think Chris will be okay with that. I mean, he got the game winner, so you don't really need the MVP
He's had 2 game winners
on top
tonight that I can remember. So, but yeah, that was a fantastic finish. Really good job having you for commentary here along with Josh.
Yeah, good fun. Always good fun.
So, so anyway, just running through the points here. So UC Maroon gets another 100 points. They're up to 650. Rams.EXE get 80. They're up to 560. Then Gators.EXE on 500. So worst Gators can do, Rams.EXE can do is get 45, which will put them up to 605. And the best Gators can do is get 100, which will put them to 600. So that does mean, even though it's not what they wanted tonight, Rams.EXE can get their passports all set, ready for that Japan trip. And UC Maroon, well, they need to worry about health, I guess, as to see.
Junior needs to go through just some rehab.
So anyway, we're back again here, same time, same place, in a week from tonight. So 14th of August will be the final round, which will basically be just finishing up where teams finish in terms of their final rankings before the Japan trip. So thank you for joining me on the commentary.
Happy to be here.
Thank you to Josh as well, and just sit back, enjoy a couple of highlights. We've had a bunch of dunks and some good blocks. So the highlights will play here, and we'll see you guys next week.